That's what I was like.
Sorry.
And nobody saw it.
Well, I don't know if anybody saw anything.
We are live. We are live. We are live.
Can you see us, Zando?
Yes, we are live. I just had the thing on my phone. We are live. Stupid. But the thing is different. So, whatever. We're live, though.
Yeah.
Because it just said we were live because I literally just had it on my phone. So we're good and everything's working. We just, the stupid thing wasn't working. Our page, the thing.
Yeah, our page is showing that we are not up and running. And
no, but reason. It's not. We are up and running, though. It shows right here. It's just the dashboard that's being weird.
All right, cool. Hello, Zandel, Cody, Anthony, and James, and Observing Stuff. How's it going?
Yo.
Yeah, I don't know.
What up here? I'll improvise. Keep talking.
Don't have a clue why this.
I'll fix this.
All right, so a lot to talk about here. NXT, AEW. I did not watch NXT. Maven did. I watched AEW. So
yes,
she will be doing a lot of the talking during
during the NXT portion. I mean,
NXT,
you can give your you can give your opinions on NXT as a whole, and kind of the characters themselves.
What did you guys watch? Did you watch one or the other, or both?
There. Boom. Improvising.
Yes.
There you go.
Hello, John.
Hi. What up, folks?
I did not watch AEW. Cool. AEW is fire. Yes, AEW I thought was good. Definitely good. I watched both. Hello, John.
Cool.
Awesome.
So, today's stuff. NXT was okay. NXT was okay. AEW was better.
Yeah, AEW's been better. So we'll start off with NXT and then we'll finish with AEW. If the rumors are true, is what they're thinking of rebooting the Four Horsemen stable. Would you keep the name or change it, and who would you put in the group? I think since Arn and Tully are both there, I would not have an issue with keeping the Four Horsemen name. And I would assume that Shawn Spears is going to be part of it.
An FTR.
FTR, and I don't know who a fourth would be.
Maybe Cody, maybe not Cody.
Yeah.
I mean, because Cody's associated with...
That could be interesting.
Cody.
I think that Charlotte will leave WWE, and she will be the fourth member of the Horsemen.
I highly doubt that, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey guys, long time no see. I watched NXT because it's way better. Watchable marker, I have to disagree with you, sorry.
NXT is just a better product? Yeah, I have to disagree too.
Yeah.
I watch both every week. And the
Hello, give me a whole yeah.
Whoa, adorable thumbnail. Hello all.
Thanks.
Yo, what up? AEW's for younger people.
That's right. That's exactly
but
why.
I don't necessarily think that's true, though.
That is why I watch it, because I'm the young guy here.
But I watch both. I watch both every week. And the proof is in the pudding. AEW's product right now is just better. Their storylines are better. They're getting people over better.
NXT has better wrestling, in my opinion.
Is the women's division on NXT better?
I will say
maybe
NXT may have better wrestling, but the better storylines are on AEW. Not even close. Mr. G's been drinking from that fountain of youth again. I have been. Can't you tell? Getting younger every day.
NXT women's division over AEW's women's division. That's one thing I can agree with you on. Is I think the NXT women's division is better, but not because they're doing anything that great. It's just because AEW is not doing anything with their women.
Yeah.
And I'll kind of talk about that. So
I think that's a huge thing with the women's division.
Yeah.
That
is what it is.
They don't know anything with it. It's tough.
I don't necessarily think that NXT's women's division is better than AEW's. Are they using them right now? Yeah. Are they putting people out there? Yeah. But,
I laughed when Keith Lee just reacted to the fire.
I don't care.
Can you guys read my comment for me about my new name for the Four Horsemen stable? Yeah, the chat moved so fast I couldn't get to it. Here's my new name for the Four Horsemen stable. Apocalypse, the four people are FTR, Adam Page, you scroll down
Cody.
the screen.
Cody was the other one. And Cody. Yeah. So.
I could see Cody doing it. I can't see Hangman Page being in that group. I would hope that they would let him go do his own thing.
Yeah.
Because I think he's going to be better as a singles wrestler. And out on his own. Kind of a loner.
Mm-hmm.
AEW had 5 minutes and 50 seconds of women's wrestling in 4 shows. Last 2 weeks combined. Yes. That's because they have put them on, like, their own little island.
But it's not about that, though. It's just that they're not... I'll talk about it.
Now you do realize they're going to try to make NXT next week's AEW will have no show next week. Yeah. So I heard AEW had actually fans tonight, so I hope AEW is doing everything to keep them safe. Apparently it was like relatives or like
not relatives, but they had some connection.
Close confidants of.
They had some connection,
which is stupid, I think, because
WWE did the same thing, and what happened? But WWE did the same thing, and what happened after WWE did that? People tested positive for COVID.
Yeah,
I don't think that's smart to bring in outside people. I don't care who they are. Like, no disrespect to the people that get in, but they shouldn't be there. They just shouldn't. They're not a performer. They're not part of the staff. It's not worth bringing people in and potentially making all your wrestlers sick. It's just not.
Give me a yes. For me, AEW is a show filled with fantastic wrestling and a lot of story, and I don't think it should be judged on highlights. I don't think that is a good depiction of their programming. I agree. I liked what AEW is doing. I think it's more like an old school, like the old shows I used to watch with wrestling, where the storyline is a huge part of what's going on.
Yeah.
And not just, okay, let's just throw 2 people together and then make a semi-storyline and then throw them out there and have them wrestle.
Yeah. The MJF comment, we'll talk about MJF and AEW in just a little bit because we're going to start off with NXT. Velveteen has a beard now. Yeah, man, I don't know what... we're going to talk about NXT.
Yeah, AEW's women division
We're going to talk about...
I get confused which one is a girl.
We're going to talk about...
I'll join you later if you're still on. Stay awesome. All right, give me a go do your show.
Yes.
Hello,
they're avoiding that. They're avoiding the NXT stuff because they're watching it tomorrow, right?
Double or nothing. I guess y'all a package deal then. Yeah, that's right. This was an accident. This wasn't planned.
We wore the same shirt.
Yeah.
I walked upstairs and I was wearing the same shirt and I was like, "We're matching." Okay then. Cool.
Yeah, it was a complete accident.
Anyways, so we're gonna start with NXT, and like I said, NXT is okay. It was okay, but it's nothing special, and that's just kind of my issue with NXT right now, is I feel like what they're doing just isn't as entertaining as some of the other stuff. You know?
Cool to see Mike Chioda in AEW now. Yes, Chioda. It is definitely.
Mike Chioda.
Sorry.
Chioda. Hey, washable marker. Enjoy these guys. They're awesome. Yes.
I know AEW and WWE are trying to make money off their pay-per-views, but isn't it pointless to have FaceTime pay-per-views like Double or Nothing or SummerSlam without fans? I think the big thing is WWE, I don't know why, because, I mean, it's on the network, so it's not like...
It's no different than what they would normally do.
Yeah.
They put it on the network anyways. Honestly...
So I don't know that WWE is like...
I don't have a problem with them continuing pay-per-views and stuff, like their big pay-per-views, because, I mean, they are continuing with stuff anyways.
Yeah.
Regardless, you know, like, and if they're gonna do their stuff, it's like, I don't know. I have no problem with it. So anyways, we get NXT. To start off the show, we have Karrion Kross. That's his name, right? Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
It's Karrion Kross.
Karrion Kross.
Karrion Kross is fighting...
Was Maven drinking alcohol?
No, I wasn't. It was Kool-Aid in this. Because these are the cups that we use. I wasn't. I also have water. Water in my giant
What I mean in
bottle.
general is a point for wrestling companies to do primetime pay-per-views without fans in attendance. I think the big thing is it's the way to just get people... I don't know. It's how they have their main storylines end.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of, you know, or how you would think of them ending.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess that you do the pay-per-views just to have it end up that way.
Yeah. So, anyways, NXT. Let's talk about NXT, folks.
Guys, I want to know why you have another video package of Dakota instead of having her on the show to kick his head off. Now that's what's best for business.
I'm going to talk about it.
James, I'm sorry, but that's not best for business.
I'm going to talk about it. Pat McAfee's my new wrestler. Or my new favorite wrestler. You know, I kind of agree with you. Man. So,
Water goblets, Maven, that's what they are.
Yeah, whatever. It's a cup.
Regular vodka and orange.
It's a cup. I don't know what you call it. Thanks, Mrs. G. Jeez. So, anyways. Cross and Danny Burch. This match was on the top of the show. I knew you would come if I spoke. So, Cross won the match. And then after, Lee comes out and he brings a contract and he's like, "Okay, I told Regal that I would not touch you till TakeOver. You need to sign this contract, okay? You need to sign it, and then we have our match." You know what I've noticed about Keith Lee over the last 2-3 weeks? He's been more intense and like he's I don't know, there's just something about him that's a little different. Where a couple weeks ago, I was talking about how I just wasn't really into what Lee was doing, because when he won the title, it was good and great and I liked it a lot. But then he dropped the other title, the North American Championship, and was like, "I'm above this, so I don't want that anymore," you know? And it kind of gave me this like, I don't know, like, I don't like you. You know, like, I don't like what you're doing. I'm not into what you're doing right now. There was just something different. But I feel like in the last 2 weeks, there's kind of been a shift in his personality and a shift in what he's doing in NXT. And I kind of like it. It's, like, more intense. And he's, like, not playing around. He's like, "Okay, Cross, this is what we're doing. I'm going to beat you up. It is the way it is. And you're going to like it. You know, like, you're going to be okay with it because I'm going to, like, break you in two." And I kind of like it. It's different. And I like it better than what they were doing before.
Till he had his hair burned off.
Yeah, so Lee signs the contract, and then he gives it to Scarlett, who signs the contract for Cross, or Cross signs the contract. I don't even remember what happened there. She closes the contract, slides it back in the ring, and Lee picks it up to, you know, look at it to make sure that
it was signed.
Yeah, that. I don't know why I couldn't.
To make sure that it was
I couldn't think of what the word was.
Signed.
Signed. That's what it was.
Spit it out, woman.
I'm sorry. I was like, I couldn't. Maybe too much, God. I couldn't think of what it was called. I don't know why. He signed it. That's what he did. That's what people do. They generally sign a paper, right?
Yeah, especially a contract. Good one.
So he signed the contract, and then Keith Lee opened it up to make sure he signed it. And when he opened it, there was like this fireball that flew up into his face. And I was like I legit sat there like this for a solid minute. I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that.
That was pretty cool.
It was cool.
Even though I didn't watch it,
you saw clips of it after cool. On Twitter, and I was like,
yeah, it was cool.
Pretty sick. Yeah. Like that was the most coolest. That's not English.
Coolest.
That was probably
cooler than the coolest.
That was probably the coolest contract signing I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
The last 2 weeks they've had really good. The last couple days they've had really good contract signings. The one on Monday was good. And that was better than any contract signing I've ever seen. And then this contract signing was like fireballs. Yeah. You know?
Who do you like better, Shirai or Asuka? I don't know. I kind of like them both.
I like them both for different reasons. I feel like...
Missed it.
I feel like I can't... I don't know. I can't compare the two because I feel like their styles are similar, but I feel like they're different too.
I like them both.
So I feel like they play very different roles in WWE, you know?
Would you be more intense in the ring with Karrion Kross
I mean, yeah, that might be what it is.
Yeah.
Because he's fighting Cross right now, and so he's got to be a bit more intense to kind of match up to what Cross is doing already. You know, being Cross on his own.
Yeah.
You know?
Dakota's winning at TakeOver 30. I don't care what any of you sheep say.
James,
not
I
happening, James.
Guarantee she's not.
Not happening.
I guarantee it's not happening.
Nope.
Yeah, that was that segment. And I was like, whoa.
So now that we had Keith Lee's face burned off.
He was like taken out of the building. Like,
Yeah.
in the ambulance.
Yeah.
That was great. So we then get Drake Maverick versus Killian Dane. Undisputed Era attacks. I don't think there was a winner to this match. Undisputed Era attacked. And then Cole cut a promo and he was like, McAfee, I dare you! I dare you to show up next week. I dare you to look me in the eyes. And I dare you to stand there while I say I will beat you. And that's what this was. But it was good promo. And so next week, Cole and McAfee are going to be face to face.
Yes.
This feud, in the short amount of time that it's been built up, this is really good.
I will say they've done a good job of building this up.
Like, I'm very excited to see what McAfee's gonna do. Because, dude, there was a video of him training, and he was, like, doing moonsaults off the ropes. Like...
Well, that's going to be the key. If he can wrestle, then this will be good.
If he's been training for a while, and they've been like, okay, so we're going to do this, and we want you to look really good, right? Then I think some people are going to be pleasantly surprised that McAfee can, like, actually wrestle.
Yeah. I mean, if he can wrestle, then this could be good. Like I said, the whole idea of having a wrestler or a football player, transfer to wrestling just hasn't worked out well for the most part. And, like a legitimate football player and a legitimate going to be a legitimate good wrestler just hasn't worked out in the past. And so if he does this, then then I'm all for it.
Yeah.
He's gonna be 10 times better than Steve Mongo McMichael. He's got to be. I mean, it's because that's if not, this is gonna be a big fail.
I don't think it's gonna be a big fail though.
I'm gonna whip that A star. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up.
McAfee has all the God-given talents in the world to be NXT World Champion. He can cut a promo, he can wrestle, and he can punt your head off. Good promo by Adam Cole. The only problem I have is the cameras were switching back and forth. That's the really terrible camera people backstage. I hate it. I hate it. It's not issues in the last couple weeks. It's they've had issues for a long time.
Yeah.
And people have been I don't say very much about it all the time, but I hate their camera people. Whoever's backstage and is running the shots and is oh, cut, 1, cut 2, cut 3, let's go back, 72. No, stop. Just let them cut the promo in one spot.
Yeah.
You don't need them to go back and forth between two parts of the ring. It just looks stupid.
Yeah, this is why the whole Adam, or the whole McAfee and McAfee, sorry. See, it's McAfee, virus, and,
It's not McAfee, it's McAfee.
McAfee!
Dang, I got it all figured out now, folks. And Mr. G over here who was
McAfee,
yeah, it's McAfee.
Cole.
That's his name, bro. Say it right. Look at him now. Look at who's talking now.
Yeah, see, it's all your fault.
Yeah. It passed off of me to you.
Yeah. So it's your fault.
Yep.
I say...
McAfee.
Yeah. So anyway, the whole Cole McAfee thing, I did it again.
Yeah, you did.
The whole Cole and Pat thing is they've been built. It's been kind of been built up for a while now.
Yeah.
And so
it's not just what they've done in the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
It's more than that.
I remember Sergeant Slaughter, James. He's one of my favorites.
I love what they are doing with this. So after this, we get Tyler Breeze
Pat
versus...
has done a wrestling match before, but for a small indie show. Cool.
Which is cool.
So at least he's been in the ring.
I guess we'll see.
I don't like the turning Undisputed Era babyface. Are they turning Undisputed Era to babyface?
Well, people are just really behind Adam Cole because McAfee's just kind of a jerkwad, you know? Or like he's perceived as kind of being a jerkwad, you know? Like that's what they're playing out, is that he's the bad guy in this situation, and
Well, they're playing
he's
it out
the
that way
reason
because
that
he's kind of the outsider coming in. And
well,
taking over
it's not even that.
that's
It's about
what I
that he has criticized Adam Cole for as long as I've like been watching, you know.
I'm getting ready for the emotes.
He's criticized Cole for as long as I can remember, when he's done, you know, commentary for stuff, when he's done the backstage shows, when he's had little interview segments or whatever on his own show. He does it all the time. So he's being perceived as a jerkwad because he's, you know, picking on Adam Cole. So
yeah, but I think that the whole thing's been built up well.
I agree.
I mean, you know, the whole idea behind it is working out, and I don't know if they planned this like a long time ago or what, but this has been done well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love McAfee being a bastard. He's a lesser version of MJF. I would say so right now. Yeah, I would agree.
So after this, we get Tyler Breeze versus Santos Escobar. Boy, oh boy, I liked Well, let's try that again. I liked Escobar. That's what we're gonna leave it at that. I like Escobar and his whole trio that came in.
I just want to let you all know that give me a whole yeah. And you are the
give me a hula.
Give me a hula, yeah! And you are the best reviewers in wrestling.
Oh,
thanks
Scott.
Scott.
Man. Thanks. We appreciate it.
Maven, who do you like better, Shirai or Asuka?
See, that's tough, though, because I like them both. I feel like right now, probably Asuka, just because of the work that she's doing. Like, I like Shirai, too.
Yeah, they're both good.
They're both really good, and
Yeah.
it's hard to choose, but if I had to pick one, I'd say Asuka right now. Just because she's, like, doing really well on Raw. So, anyways. Escobar and his group, I was really into them at first when they came in. I thought it was such a cool idea. I feel like they've cooled off a lot. Like, a lot in the last couple weeks. And I'm not as into what they're doing as I was before. And it also might have had something to do with the whole Drake Maverick story, but I feel like they've kind of just dropped the Drake Maverick story off the face of the earth. And it was like, hey, we rehired you, and now you're going to be a jobber, so.
We rehired you because people, like, wanted you to come back, so now we're just going to put you in.
Now we're just not going to put you on TV.
Yeah.
So. He was on earlier in the show, but he didn't get to finish the freaking match because Undisputed Era interrupted it. So,
Casey Catanzaro's great. I wish they would Octagon using her as a jobber only to lose to Aaliyah. Oh, that's a stop sign. My bad.
So, Santos won this match, and then Fandango comes out and is, like, getting beat up. And then Isaiah Swerve Scott comes to save their butts, but, that was that.
Apparently, Cody's in love with Penelope Ford.
I like Penelope Ford, too. She's great. She's, like, a really good wrestler. I feel like people don't give her enough credit. Anyway, so that's AEW. We're talking about NXT right now. Do you guys think that Isaiah Swerve Scott is going to defeat Santos Escobar at NXT 30? No, probably not. I think it'd be dumb to take the title off of Escobar right now.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee has criticized Adam Cole more than you do, Dana Brooke.
Yeah.
I mean...
Correct. So it's going to be Maven against Dana Brooke soon.
Speaking of Drake, that storyline they did with him months ago was total BS. I agree.
Well, they went... The problem is
when they did the stuff, they took his legit reaction to being fired. He was like, I was fired.
And then they did nothing else with him, though.
And then they brought him back to TV, and then, like...
They've done nothing.
I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this because why did you bring him back?
He's going to get fired again. I can just see it.
Why did you bring him back? Honestly, I wish they wouldn't have given him a contract.
Honestly, why'd he sign it?
I don't know. Because he could have gone back he could have gone to Impact. He could have gone to AEW. He could have gone to, I mean, there's about 1 billion other places he could have gone that would be using him a lot better than he's being used right now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it.
But Equilibrius is throwing up rants. And then Nightbot yells at him. I can do this all day.
I got my money on Maven over Dana any day. Oh, man. Santos Escobar won the title at the end of May. It's already been close to 4 months. How is it too early to take the title off Santos? I think it's too...
I will be mod here once.
I think... You'll got it. I personally feel, I think with what they've done with Escobar has been good. And I've enjoyed majority of it. And like I said, in the last couple weeks, I think they've cooled down a lot. But I don't think that you need to take the title off of him right now.
No.
Quilma equals I bought it, I want to sell. Oh, that's funny. So after this, we get a Dakota and Io video. And if I got the gist of this correctly, Dakota says she no longer needs backup. So is the partnership between Dakota and Raquel done? Because that's what I got from that. Was that she doesn't need Raquel anymore.
No.
That's what I got from that.
I would say probably not. I would say that this is all like show and she's gonna have backup. Just saying. I'm blushing because Maven called me funny.
Ha 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 ha.
When the pandemic is over, I would love to see Santos Escobar versus Jordan Devlin to find out who is the true cruiserweight champ, like Punk seen at SummerSlam a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I mean, as long as Devlin has a job, yeah.
The only problem is they're never going to let Americans go to like some of these places because...
But it's not about... I mean, Devlin could come here, I suppose.
Yeah, if he wants to risk catching the COVID.
After this, we got...
When you fight Dana Brooke, I know I'm supposed to root for... You don't take this long, Dana Brooke to win. I just don't like Dana Brooke, so...
No, if Dana Brooke was fighting me, she would lose. 0.2 seconds.
When the pandemic's over, you should put a donut goal up for going to WWE match in Australia.
So after this, we got Mia Yim versus Indy
Problem
Hartwell.
is, if we went to Australia, Mrs. Gleen would not want to leave.
So Mia Yim versus Indy Hartwell. This was just kind of a whatever match. Mia won. We then got a McAfee and Cole promo video. And again, it was just kind of like what they touched on in the promo earlier in the show. So after this, we had Damian Priest versus Bronson Reed. This was a decent match, but I don't really care because I don't like Damian Priest. Bronson Reed won. They're really pushing him right now. I think he might win the...
You don't have to leave. I got you. Hello, Beef99. Thank you for subscribing.
What is it called? Oh my gosh, what's it called? I think he might win the North American Championship because they're pushing Bronson Reed so much.
Yeah, possibly. I'm happy to marry for a green card.
Not me. So, Bronson Reed won that match.
What scares me is Vince calls Santos Escobar walking wild, and Relman is going to be lost in the shuffle, and I'm a big fan of them being that I am Hispanic. Yeah, they should.
She was quick to say.
I'm too close-minded for modern WWE. I still binge watch WCW. Well, the problem with modern WWE is like there's like no storylines. There's nothing. I mean, like they just throw stuff together. I shouldn't say there's no storylines because there are some.
They do have some good storylines.
They do some like I like a lot of the stuff they do with the Fiend. But like for the most part, there's like no storylines at all. Maven's Fun Club still does its job entertaining.
Mr. G is already married. So, yeah. I don't know.
Why don't you fight Charlotte Flair or leave Dana Brooke alone?
Can
you finish answering my question from before?
I don't know what question.
Which one did I not answer?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Did I miss it?
I have no idea. If it's talking about how if it's too early to take the title off,
yeah,
Escobar, I
wouldn't take it on. So
I
the
don't
soap
think
was
it's
a
too
trap.
I don't think it's... What did I just say?
Yeah.
I don't think they should take the title off Santos Escobar. That's what I'm trying to say. Ah, man.
But I guess you can have a divorce for a green card in Oz.
Maven is jealous of Dana.
We were talking about Vince screwing up Santos' role. They come to the main roster. Yeah, I think that, I mean, Vince has a way to screwing up a lot of things when they go to the main roster.
Oh, what did he do? He brought Shayna Baszler up. What did he do with her? Nothing. Brought Bianca Belair up. What did he do with her? Nothing.
So yes,
Where were they sitting? Main event.
I see him messing things up. You know, if he moves them up, he will mess them up.
It's almost inevitable.
Yeah.
Like, it will happen. I
wear an NWO COVID face mask, but hope nobody gets the wrong idea thinking I'm some anarchist.
So, we have an Io Shirai video talking about...
You got your NWO t-shirt on too when you're wearing an NWO face mask?
We have Io talking about...
with a spray paint can in your hand?
What was Io talking about? Her title match.
Actually, you might be able to get a visa for Mr. G teaching skills. They all need more teachers.
Yes. Aaliyah versus Mercedes Martinez. Aaliyah and Speaking is difficult sometimes.
Yeah, a lot of times.
Aaliyah and Mercedes Martinez versus Casey Canzaro and Kaden Carter. So yeah. That was that. Mercedes and Aaliyah won, and that was great. And then Rhea shows up and gets her butt kicked, and then Shotzi saves Rhea. And that was that.
Where it's at, my dude. Yeah, apparently, you know, I got people trying to recruit me to Australia.
So we then have Candice and Johnny, a video in their house. I don't know what this was about.
They're going to have a wrestling match there sometime.
I don't know what.
And they're going to call it In Candice and Johnny's House.
I do not know what the...
We may or may not be in cahoots in your Australian dream.
I don't know what this is about. Like, none. Like, I don't know what I don't know what Candice was talking about when she was like...
Yeah, who knows?
I have no idea. I missed the first portion of the promo when Candice was speaking. I'm sorry. There was something on AEW that I had to listen to take notes for, so...
Were you an NWO Wolfpack fan or an NWO Hollywood fan? Wolfpack.
Wait, Wolfpack is like the red and black, right?
Yeah.
And Hollywood is the black and white.
I was a Wolfpack fan just because it, like, ripped my heart out when Hulk Hogan turned.
Really?
Yes. I was angry.
Really?
Yes.
Like, you wanted to throw things at the TV angry?
Yellow and red went to black and white, and I didn't like it.
I don't love the Wolfpack. So I would say NWO Hollywood.
No, that's a bad choice. Drinking booze. Huh?
Not I.
No.
I'm drinking water.
Yeah, I'm drinking water. Agua.
Water.
I'm losing weight. I'm in training.
For your wrestling match.
Yeah.
Your wrestling debut.
Yeah.
Spread that rumor, folks. Mr. G is wrestling.
Yeah.
So...
Born in 91, started watching WWE in late 2002. Born in 91. Man, that must make me really old. I must be older than dirt then.
I'm not a fan of the effects used during Johnny and Candice's promo. I can agree with you.
Have you ever thought of doing drinking games while you're watching wrestling?
Well,
No.
You see, it's kind of illegal for me to drink,
Yes.
so I kind of can't.
Yes.
And even if I could, I still can't because of my intestines.
Yeah.
So I drink water or Kool-Aid. Tropical Punch Kool-Aid,
Yes.
to be more specific.
Tropical
because
Punch
it's delicious.
Kool-Aid or water. I'm not a fan of the effects used during Johnny and Candace's promo. I thought you were 21, Maven.
No, I am not.
Maven is not even
I'm a lot
close
younger
to 21.
than that. Dana better be in the Battle Royal Friday.
If it wasn't for COVID, I could have met Kevin Nash at Tampa Bay Comic-Con last month. Yeah, this COVID thing's kind of messed things up.
Yeah, man, it has, but, you know.
She would die in Aussie land. No Kool-Aid here, only Cotty's Cordial. What the crap is that?
You're gonna have to look it up now. Yeah, no. So, to finish off NXT, we had Kushida versus Cameron Grimes versus Velveteen. No, just kidding. It was a mystery opponent, and then it turned out to be Velveteen Dream. Hit it. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. So, that's who it was. And I believe Dream won this match. I think. And then Finn Balor came out and, like...
Wow.
Did face off?
It looks like... our detergent.
I was gonna say, I thought that's what that was. I was gonna say, wait a minute, why are you trying to tell me to drink detergent? What? Cola lime flavor.
Yeah.
Well, there's different flavors of it. It looks like
detergent.
Dishwashing
Yeah,
detergent.
it looks
Not
like
like, you know,
dish
like
soap.
Tide or whatever, but dish soap for the
Yeah.
kitchen.
Yeah.
Wow,
I got William Shatner's
interesting.
autograph last year. Told him he was great on Raw, but at his age, I don't think he knew what I was talking about.
So
He's probably lost and like totally confused on what you were talking about. Raw? What? No clue. No clue what you're talking about, man.
Not 21
Who do you want to
yet.
win the North American title at NXT Takeover?
I don't know.
That's a good. I have to give that some thought. So we'll let you know when we do our NXT Takeover pre-show prediction show.
Yeah, because that'll be happening within the next 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yes.
So when we give you our prediction show, we'll you'll find out.
Yeah. Not 21 yet, but when she is, Maven cannot drink anyways for health reasons. Yeah, I can't.
Yes.
So.
What if they brought Raquel Gonzalez to the main roster? Not happening.
They shouldn't do it. She's not ready for main roster. I think she was barely ready for NXT, personally.
I'll get you blowing bubbles. Well, we'll import some Kool-Aid in. Yeah. Yes, we have an American store here. Wait, is blowing bubble? Is that like something? Is that like blowing bubbles, or is that like something that you guys drink or eat? I mean, see, now I got to look at. Of course, I'll look up blowing bubbles. It'll just be something like blowing bubbles. So I don't know. Do you think there's too many championships? Are you talking about WWE Beef 99?
You think there's too many championships?
I definitely think there's too many championships.
So, if you're drinking
I
detergent,
think
then you will be blowing bubbles.
No.
So, Dream won the match,
Gotcha.
I believe, and that was that. That was NXT. It was okay.
Well, we always say a couple more football seasons. Well, we Americans say we'd like to have football.
Do you guys know if NXT UK is even taping again? I don't.
Our legal age to drink here is 18.
Oh, well.
That's because
yeah.
you guys are a little more mature than we Americans are.
We're too stupid. Oh, man. We're stupid in every category, like, imaginable.
Do you guys know if NXT UK is even taping?
I don't know. I have no idea, and I don't think they are.
I have not seen anything.
But
where
I
they
have
are.
no idea. That's not confirmed.
See, our connection that we could ask and find out possibly is not even in our chat room right now. I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
Because we're still talking about NXT.
Yeah.
And they're not trying to get spoiled.
Yeah.
For tomorrow's show.
So I don't know. If Gimme a Whole Yeah comes in, we'll ask them if they know anything.
Now watch, they'll be just as clueless as us.
Yeah, probably.
And we'll be and we'll be like, well,
Dana versus Bayley, Hell in a Cell for the SmackDown Women's title is guarantee it. No, James, not happening. WWE and AEW are the only sports not bending the knee to BLM. Yes, I would say probably, but the thing is WWE is kind of doing it with the whole Lashley. With it, Lashley and
oh yeah, somebody on Twitter, they were like, Benjamin Lashley MVP BLM.
Yeah,
and I thought that was interesting.
How you doing, Justin?
Love the thumbnail.
Thanks,
man.
We switched it up a little bit.
Yeah, we did.
Was actually, give credit to Mrs. Gleen.
G. It was her idea.
So you guys don't actually believe the rumors that Roman is probably leaving WWE He's just using that as a way to get more money on extension with WWE. I wouldn't be shocked if he left WWE, but I don't think right now. I think he's more concerned about getting, trying to get things back to somewhat normalcy with COVID.
Mrs. Gleen just subscribed.
Yes.
Sweet. Thanks, man. Thanks, Mrs. Gleen.
Other than, I got the fiends like laughing at me. Oh, I just barely make the cut to drink that.
Love this thumbnail, hate the shirts though. What the heck is wrong with our shirts?
What's wrong with our shirts?
Our shirts are pretty freaking cool, bro.
Huh?
I watched
Double or Nothing. I watched it home.
From home. What the heck, man?
I think Equilibrius gifted us a. So,
jeez, man.
Thank you, Equilibrius.
NXT
for life.
Sorry, we gotta ban you from the chat then, because,
I'm gonna get another one of these shirts, and I'm gonna put spray paint NXT for life.
Oh man, holy moly!
Graphic almost gave me an epilepsy seizure, even though I don't have epilepsy. So
sorry, it was the fiend.
So did he? Are you? He's letting you in. So did you
No.
Did you follow him in, Anthony? Move over to NXT. AEW's here.
Yeah, it's time to talk about AEW.
Yep.
Man, this show was good. I enjoyed this a lot. This was tag team. Cameron Grimes won the triple threat. My bad. Cameron Grimes won, so it's gonna be Velveteen Dream and Finn Balor next week. That's why they did that.
That's what happens when you have two shows going on.
Sorry, I was in between rooms trying to finish getting...
AEW!
My bad. I'm sorry. That's why we have people in our chat to tell us what actually happened.
Thank you, Jono.
Sorry, that was the one spot where I was going between rooms.
Thank you for correcting Maven.
Because it was the end of the show, and we were, getting ready to stream, and so we were coming back and forth between the rooms, and I had NXT on in the kitchen, and AEW on the TV in the kitchen, and you had AEW on back here, but you didn't have NXT on back here, and I was just kind of like, what are you doing, dude? So, sorry. Thank you, John L.
Here's a question for y'all. Just what if Vince does put the SmackDown Women's title on Dana now? That would be...
it wouldn't. It would suck.
Here's what he's going to do, James. He's going to put
Fire
the
her?
women's... No. He's going to put the women's SmackDown title on Dana, and then they're going to go, we are now retiring the women's SmackDown title. We are going to recognize only one title, and it's the Raw title, and we're just going to rename it the WWE title.
That's hilarious.
There we go. AEW is my favorite. Yes, Mrs. Gleen likes AEW.
Yes.
Definitely. So we have the Young Bucks versus a Dark Order.
This is a good match.
I love how they started it. And just the whole way they started this whole thing, the whole show and everything, I thought was really done really well.
Mm-hmm.
And since Dark Order has 948 guys in their stable, and they're all bigger than all of the ninjas on WWE. So, and they're all bigger than the Renegades or whatever the crap they call them on
Retribution.
Yeah, the Retribution.
Jeez, man.
They're all bigger than them too. So it's a good way to start things. I like the TNT title now. Yes, the TNT title looks pretty cool. Definitely. So Young Bucks end up getting the win. Again, I thought this was a good match. Just the way they did it. Everything was done well. What are you looking at?
I was pulling up the thing for next week because I didn't write down the matches that are on next week, but we can talk about that at the end of the show.
All right. I hate the fact that AEW and NXT are on the same day. I kind of wish that either NXT was on a Thursday and AEW was on a Wednesday, or AEW was on Tuesday and NXT was on Wednesday. Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
It was just to compete with one another. That's the only reason they did it.
Well, when the whole idea of we knew that AEW was going to be going on, on one of the days.
Who announced it
and
first?
NXT
That's what I want to know.
And goes, oh, well, we're gonna compete against you.
They were like, oh, we're doing our TV deal 2 weeks before their TV deal.
Only one person looks cool with the shirt on. Guess who it is?
Me.
Me.
I look cool.
I'm just cool all the time, so it doesn't matter whether I have the shirt on or not.
Right,
so,
man.
I blame this. Anthony, you deleted it.
So he's cool regardless.
That's
Dang. Right. Ouch. Ouch.
I'm real cool.
You just roasted me, folks.
Told you.
Jeez. So we get the Young Bucks versus Dark Order.
I blame Vince McMahon's pettiness on this whole trying to compete with AW on Wednesdays BS. I agree. I think that's the problem. I don't understand the why they did that. It should be.
Well, see, even though they are doing both, they both have shows on the same days.
Hello, do 6157.
Neither of them are getting great ratings. I mean,
but the ratings aren't that bad. I mean, everyone
sits there
and talks about ratings, and for the most part,
they're good for what they are. I suppose.
Okay, but the ratings are being competitive with like NBA basketball games.
But when they're competing against one another, one show's always going to have the lower.
Well, they are. Spectrum. I mean, they could have higher ratings if they put them on different days. But I mean, they're competing. You know, when they're rated.
That's what we're going to see when AEW has their shows. When AEW has their show next week on a Saturday, we're going to see what the ratings look like. When they have their show on the Thursday, 2 weeks after that, they have two shows that are going to be on Thursdays instead of Wednesdays. We're going to see what the ratings look like then and see if they're going to get more ratings than they normally do.
I think they would do better on Thursday than on Saturday, but, you know, that's just me, just because of the fact that, like, Saturdays, now we got stupid people going out and, like, doing dumb stuff, and even though, you know, COVID's running rampant.
They're like, well, I don't care. Anyways, so, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see what they look like.
Yeah.
So, Young Bucks versus Dark Order. Like this match. Young Bucks are great. I love them. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It was a good match. I mean, I like the way they started it with the whole Dark Order attacking him, and it was done well.
Which Young Buck do you like better? Because I'm pretty sure Gimme a Hole Yeah asked that when they were doing their what?
The Bucks of Youth.
Their show.
Yes. See. I like Matt better.
I like Matt better too. I don't know. There's just something about Matt that's just like better.
But I think they're both good.
They're both good, but I like Matt better.
Yeah, I mean that's.
If I had to choose one Young Buck over the other, it would be Matt.
Yeah.
Like there's just I don't know what it is. I feel like he always does talking for the team.
Yeah.
And like the stuff that he does is insane.
Yeah, I agree. So then we get the MJF AEW Championship campaign.
I liked this too.
This is another good segment. It's building the storyline. MJF does awesome promos.
He does.
And the way they had this set up was like totally cool. The whole having the bodyguards go out into like the stands, I thought was cool.
Well, if you do a little research here, back at an NXT takeover, MJF was an extra for Samoa Joe's entrance, and he got shoved into a wall by Samoa Joe. So they kind of did a little callback to that on tonight's show when MJF was walking out down the hallway, and they had the dude, and he pushed him into the wall or whatever. Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah.
There was a thing with Samoa Joe where he got thrown around.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, and so then Mox ends up attacking him after the bodyguards go out, and that podium, like...
Probably hurt.
Yeah, I mean, like, it didn't even, like, break.
No.
Like, he was thrown into hard.
Like, it probably hurt. So
yeah.
Mox attacked him.
Yeah.
Mox attacked him.
The MJF segment was so good, as usual. Yeah, definitely.
And
AEW just being given you better show now for the next week's AEW different days. We'll see. And the tag team division is on fire.
The tag team division,
AEW has the best tag team division out there.
The tag team division is my favorite part of the show. Like, I don't know. There's just something about it that's just so cool. I feel like because WWE and their tag team wrestling has been trash for as long as I can possibly remember. It's just so nice to see something different where they actually care about their tag teams and they actually let them go out there and have really great matches and do some really fun stuff. And like AEW,
I just bought merch. Thanks, Equilibrius.
AEW kind of like with AEW, I refound my love for tag team wrestling. It's because of them, because of what the Young Bucks and Lucha Bros did at that first pay-per-view we watched. I was just like, this is insane. What have I been missing? Like, this is amazing. So their tag team division is my favorite thing. And that's why I was really excited to watch tonight's show, because it was Tag Team Appreciation Night.
Yeah.
So I was really excited going into it.
It was definitely good. So yeah. One thing to work with broken Matt Hardy again, Mrs. Gleen says. That'd be cool. I think eventually we'll see him. I think we'll see a lot of the Matt Hardy angles. Almost $30 in shipping, LOL. Sorry, Equilibrius. I can't help that.
So,
do you hate that wrestling fans compare the Young Bucks to the Hardy Brothers, or do you agree with that comparison?
I don't have an issue with it.
I see similarities between them.
I don't think they're the same team.
No, I think that they're
do enough. Very different.
They do enough different stuff, but
similar.
There's a lot of similarities in how they act. Mm-hmm. I think even like their promos a lot of times there's some similarities in how they do their promos.
Yeah.
But I would say the wrestling styles are a little bit different.
Yes.
So
I don't have a problem with people
comparing them,
I
don't have any issues with them being compared to one another.
Question, do you have the full card for SmackDown? No, I don't. I have no idea what's on tomorrow's SmackDown.
Nobody has a clue what's on tomorrow's SmackDown. None. Tag Team Appreciation Night is the one of the tag team division of the AEW, and the Wrestle Story is cool. Wednesday night review, folks. Yes, definitely. You guys are trying to say his mannerisms, Young Bucks have the same manners as the Hardy Brothers. See, I keep saying Hardy Boys.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, I know.
Hardy Brothers, Hardy Boys. It's the same.
If I stop and read it,
it's the same thing though. So you're talking about the same
but when you're reading, if somebody sees you reading, they're going, "Dude, that doesn't say boys, it says brothers." There's a lot of similar in their mannerisms. Again, the wrestling styles are different. Mm-hmm. And speaking of the Hardy Brothers,
we get a Matt Hardy interview.
We get Matt Hardy right after the MJF.
He essentially is like, you see, Sammy G busted my face open last week, right? Well, now I'm gonna bust his face open. But there was a lot more intensity and language involved in that.
Yes. So. I thought it was cool that they had the referee walking by with his hat backwards and a coat similar. See, it's almost like I think they're gonna play this out where the evil smirk.
Hardy isn't gonna be able to find Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara is not gonna be around when Hardy is, but all these people that look like Sammy are gonna be around. So Hardy's gonna go crazy. It is. It's gonna mess with his head. So he's gonna go to the broken Hardy or whatever.
Yeah.
And do that stuff again, and then they'll finally have their match.
That'd be cool.
Maybe leading up to maybe they'll have their match at All Out. Maybe.
Yeah.
They'll do this over the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, however many weeks it is till All Out. So I think they could do that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, if they did it that way, that'd be cool.
And I'd be down with it.
Well, because there's so many angles you can go with Matt Hardy, so it's
exactly, because he has about 70 billion characters, which is cool.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it.
Yeah.
So we then have Scorpio Sky versus Cody for the TNT Championship. This is cool.
Who needs a match? They will just need to jump in the interview. That's right, see?
So,
you need a match, is the interview.
This was good.
I thought it was a good match. It
was a good match. At first, I really thought Scorpio Sky was winning and was taking the TNT Championship, but then I was like, well, I was sadly mistaken, so I don't know.
Yeah, I thought he had a shot. This is the first time I felt that's
good but predictable. Yes, I mean,
I think the one thing is they need to. This is where I think the one thing with AEW I wish they would do, because Cody is wrestling a lot of.
He's wrestling every week,
but he's wrestling a lot of the top wrestlers.
Yeah.
This is where I wish they would have him lose to somebody, and then they could always have him win it back next week. But I think that the way they're doing it now, it is way too predictable, because that Cody's
because they're bringing in all these different people. They're bringing in all these different people week after week, which I'm totally fine with. I'm totally fine with AEW, bringing in this independent talent to do these shows. But when you put him up against Cody and it's for the belt, Cody's not losing. The match with Eddie Kingston was great, but we all knew Eddie Kingston wasn't winning the match. The match with Warhorse was great, but we all knew Warhorse wasn't winning the match.
This is why I think they should have him lose to somebody and then turn around and win it again.
So, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know who Cody is going to defend against at All Out. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Because next week, Brody Lee challenged Cody to a TNT Championship match next Saturday. He also... Somebody on Twitter was making a big deal out of this. They were like, Brody Lee said the line TikTok or something like that, and they were like, well, that's Killer Cross's thing. Why are they ripping him off? And then also with the double championship thing with the new belt, the TNT Championship was redesigned and it has gold plates now, so Brody Lee took the silver one. And they were like, but wait, WWE's doing this with MVP and Apollo in the US title. So, like, why is AEW doing this? Why they gotta, like, go and copy? I'm just kind of like, okay. I mean, while it's very similar, it's not, like, set in stone that it's something that only WWE can do. So...
They said they were going to be doing this.
So I don't know.
They said they were going to be changing this, that this wasn't the finished product.
Exactly. So now they're just kind of writing it into a storyline of
tomorrow is not Friday, tomorrow is Thursday.
Brody Lee took
you
the other...
yourself.
What did I say?
We talked about SmackDown tomorrow.
Oh.
You talked about SmackDown tomorrow.
Whoops, whatever. Yeah. SmackDown's Friday. I don't know what day it is. The days just kind of blend together at this point. Anyways. I don't have a problem with it, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is just people picking on what AEW is doing for the sake of picking on AEW for what they're doing.
So then Brody Lee challenges Cody to a TNT Championship match next week. Mm-hmm. Which is good. I thought that, and again, I thought the promo was good. I thought that Brody Lee did a good job with what he was doing, and really seemed to, catch people's attention with what he was doing, and with what he said. I mean, basically just challenging Cody to a title and
essentially saying, "You're not taking me seriously.
Yeah.
None of the elite has taken me seriously.
I kidnapped your old title, so
like, here I am." This next match was...
We don't know what day it is here in COVID land.
No, I really don't. All the days just run together at this point.
A little off topic. Nobody is having fireworks to bring it 2021 in. James, if the president can have it happen, he's going to let it happen.
Except, let's hope the president that's in charge right now isn't in charge.
Well, he'll be in charge till January 21st, so...
What?
Yeah. That's the way it works.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Well, when you elect somebody as a new president, I don't know how that works. Wow, I look real dumb.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that works. When you elect somebody as a new president, they should be able to, like...
kick him out right away.
What the heck was that?
That was the printer going, beep!
That's dumb. Yeah, that's the way it should work, though. When you're elected president, you should kick him out.
Yes, you gotta have a transition time.
That's dumb.
Even we know that NXT and AEW are on Wednesdays. LOL.
That's stupid.
I think we'll see a lot of places calling off events as we get closer to the end of the year. I would probably agree with that. I don't think New York will have their big stuff because, and maybe they've already canceled, but
if they did, it'd be dumb.
Yeah.
So, anyways, after this, we get my favorite segment on the show, or I guess my favorite match. We'll go with my favorite match because the segment after this was pretty good. So we have Adam Page and Kenny Omega versus Jurassic Express for the Tag Team Championships. This match was fire. This is amazing. I loved this. Like, everything about it was good. It was, I thought Jurassic Express was winning. I really did. And I thought they were going to walk out with the Tag Team Championships. And I was a little bit upset when they didn't win. But it is what it is. Maybe they go on to fight them again.
No, I hope not. I hope Omega and Page lose the titles.
I agree, but I was saying I hope Jurassic Express goes on to maybe take the titles off of them. Okay, then. Fine.
I like Jurassic Express. I just don't think that with Jungle Boy, unless he beefs up a lot.
Jungle Boy?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't really?
He's 4'2", 138 pounds.
Really?
Yeah. Biden Harris 2020.
I don't know what your problem is. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus was what? You want Jungle Boy to be the same size as Luchasaurus?
No, I don't want him to be the same size. I just want him to be bigger than he is.
It's not about that though, but like he's no different than like Sammy Guevara or Darby Allin. And they're like mid-card guys. The only thing different with Jungle Boy is he's in a tag team. Why can he not win the tag team championships?
I couldn't see him being like a major champion.
I could. Not.
Unless he bulks up some.
I'm not saying
He's gotta get bigger.
I'm not saying that I think Jungle Boy could be AEW World Champion, but I think he has a shot at being TNT Champion. I think he has a shot at being Tag Team Champions.
Well, that'd be just because of Luchasaurus.
It has nothing to do with Luchasaurus.
Yeah, everything.
Jungle Boy's the one who got the super close pin.
Yeah, well, I know that, but he like they could blow on him and he'd like fly off them.
But it doesn't matter.
Like he'd be there pinning somebody and they'd go, and he would like.
But see, I think you're confusing Jungle Boy and Marco Stunt.
No, Marco Stunt's the same way. Marco Stunt would be like, they could go, and he would like fly away.
They could go.
You have to go like a little harder to get, make Jungle Boy fly.
Man, oh man.
Any women's matches, let me guess. No, right?
There was one.
Actually, there was one, James.
That lasted 2 minutes.
That's right. We'll be talking about it here in just a minute.
So, Paige and Omega won. I wish Jurassic Express would win because I would love to see them with the tag team belts. I hope to see them with the tag team belts at some point in time. Forget what Mr. G said.
They can hold them for a second.
No, they could hold them for longer than a second.
They just come.
What do you have against dinosaurs?
Look, we want to have these belts.
What do you have against dinosaurs?
I have nothing against dinosaurs.
I think not.
It's the Jungle Boy that I have something
What do you have against Jungle Boy?
If there were two dinosaurs, if it was Luchasaurus and Megasaurus wrestling as a tag team, then I'd say okay.
Okay, what happens
if we change... Since it's Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy, then yeah, that's where I have the issue.
What happens if we change Jungle Boy's name to Megasaurus? Then will you be okay with it?
No, because he's like the small... the whole Megasaurus thing, you have to be...
Or we give Marco Stunt the name Megasaurus.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Then would you be okay with them winning the tag team titles?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't.
So after this, we get the best segment on the show. Tag team Aprissy.
Aprissy. Tag team appreciation night. FTR and the Young Bucks.
Oh, wow. FTR.
The Rock and Roll Express and the Brainbusters.
I can't speak, folks.
The Rock and Roll Express and Brainbusters. Praise the Young Bucks and FTR.
You're literally reading my notes word for word.
And then Tully says, I have a problem with you, old man.
Oh, man. Jeez.
And so...
He's like, I don't understand. What is this? What is this? And there was the Nightmare Family symbol. What is this? What is this, Arn?
So I wondered...
And Arn's like, last I checked, I'm a grown man. I can do whatever I want to.
So what are they doing with Tully and Arn?
Are they going to have a match? Because if they're going to have a match,
Maven speaks as dyslexically as she reads and writes.
I think yes. Mr. G, reads it as dyslexically, stuff. That, what you just said. Just replace the word Maven with Mr. G.
Yeah, that too.
Because, good grief. You're just as bad as I am.
Yeah, a lot of times.
So, I don't know. If they're going to have a match, I'd be okay with it. I'd be okay with Arn and Tully having a match.
Well, I'm not sure what they're doing. I mean, what's the idea behind...
I have no idea, but I'm into it. Stuff. So, after this, what's it called? Arn.
Now y'all see why I refuse to watch those feminist pigs. The show is garbage.
See, but I'm going to talk about it.
But if you watch Dark, James, or watch their YouTube channels, they have the women's on there.
But I'm going to talk about it because I have a little bit of a problem with it.
I have a lot to say about it, too.
I have a lot to say. So FTR ends up attacking Rock and Roll Express. Okay, is this going to lead to an FTR versus Rock and Roll Express match before
yes.
Before FTR and Young Bucks?
And Rock and Roll Express is going to go on to win the titles in AEW. Then they could say probably they have had every title out there.
Because I honestly,
at some point in time.
Again, I wouldn't be mad at it. They're old, But they can still wrestle, though.
They can still wrestle.
Did you see how... It's Ricky Morton, right? Ricky Morton sold the pile driver thing.
Yes.
He sold that so well.
That's because he's dead.
So...
It's easy to sell it when you're dead. He got pile drived and looked like he was dead. Well, yeah, there's a reason for that.
so...
Because it just didn't look like he was dead.
So yeah, man, I'm really excited to see where all of this goes.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, if they're planning, it's amazing that they're bringing all these NWA people in. The people that have been in NWA, especially now considering NWA is getting ready to come back.
Sweet. So after this, we have a Mike Chioda interview, and Mike Chioda. It's Chioda.
I like Chioda better.
It's Chioda.
It looks like Chioda.
The 33.
He needs a Q in there.
The 33-year ref veteran dude. Him. The one
He's
that was
older
fired
than
from
dirt.
WWE. Well, Jericho showed up in the interview, and he was essentially like, well, you're reffing my match tonight with...
Hello, give me a hell yeah.
You're reffing my match tonight.
Hey, we have a question.
With...
Maybe you know, maybe you don't know. It's NXT UK getting ready to have shows again. And maybe you can or maybe you can't answer that.
But anyways, he was like...
We thought you might have some inside sources.
Chioda, you're effing my match tonight. And you see, you just need to do what's right. And he was like...
Hint, hint.
He was like, I'm going to call it down the middle. And he was like, sure, whatever you want to call it. Just call it, when I give you the signal, you just call it down the middle.
I think it's amazing they're bringing all these old timers back. It brings a whole new seasoned audience in. Yeah, I agree. I think with Arn and Tully and Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson. Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson have been wrestling.
They're old.
They are old, but they've been wrestling on NWA. So I mean, it's not like it's not like they haven't been continuing to wrestle. I don't think they ever stopped. I think they continued to wrestle.
Ricky Morton is 63.
Yes, he's 63. He is older than dirt.
He's actually not as old as I thought he was.
And Robert Gibson is
62.
62. See, so they're both up there.
I mean, but they're not as old as I thought they were.
No, but for considering all the bumps and bangs and bruises and everything they've had, you'd think that, that they might be injured.
Yeah, but they're not. They're still kicking it, so that's cool.
But they're still able to do a lot of the stuff they did when they were wrestling 20 years ago.
So
60 is a new 40, unless you're Ric Flair.
Except Ric Flair's not 60.
60 is a new 90.
Ric Flair is 71.
The curve here is flattening.
71 is the new 172.
Are you talking about your COVID, James? Is the curve flattening?
Oh, man.
Or is the mountain just starting to come down some? Because you have to get it to come all the way down before it's flattened.
So
that was the problem we had with opening things up too quick before. That's why we only had the step plateau. We had the up, and then we had a little bit of down, and then everybody went,
nobody
woo!
can see what you're doing whatsoever.
We had the up, and then we come back down just a little bit, and everyone went, oh, we flattened the curve. Let's go out and party. And then we went, whoo! I haven't heard anything either official or not. I can't see it. A week ago, it was due to open bowling alleys, ice arenas, and a few others. However, that was halted the night before.
Sweet.
Well, you know what? We just opened everything up here. We don't care. We like seeing people die. In fact, we like to be number one in everything. Death, COVID, everything. But it's just going away. It is going away. COVID is going away. I can see it going away. We have
on the
15 cases, and it'll all go away very, very soon. Now we have 5 million cases. It's all going to go away very, very soon. And children cannot catch this, so we do not have to worry. So you teachers out there,
wait, there were children
and family members out there, do not worry, because your children will not catch this, and they will not bring it home to you.
Except in the last week.
It is what it is.
There have been.
That's right, it is what it is.
Man, do you think Ric Flair is going to be looking for payback at SummerSlam? I don't know.
Inject Disinfectant 2020. Drink your Clorox. Don't go do that. I just said that. Don't like do it. Okay? None of you go out and drink Clorox. I was just like pretending like I was the president.
Don't.
The venue I work at, which is the type of venue NXT UK would play at, is not open and I am still out of work. My other venue has just canceled pantomime, a UK Christmas show. Well, James, we are
James, question, is y'all's governor a moron?
Yes, our governor's a moron. Pretty much.
I love that that's a question. Oh, man. That killed me, man.
Yeah.
Our governor is an idiot. Oh, man.
Definitely. Moron, idiot. Name it.
Buffoon. The schools are opening up here at full capacity as planned.
Yes.
Holy moly.
We're full steam ahead.
It all applies here. So, after the Kyoto interview...
Did Dream turn heel or just let his frustrations out? It's a good question. What, you live in Florida?
No.
No, not quite. But we have a governor that's not far behind him.
So, we have Shida versus a jobber next. I don't know. I didn't catch this chick's name. She did have a name, but I didn't write it down.
No, we live in the idiot Midwest.
So, Shida won this match, but the issue I have
We live in the
this,
idiot Midwest. You could pick any one of the states in the Midwest right now and go, yep, you could live in any one of about 5 or 6 states.
So, I'm gonna go on a side tangent in a minute, but we can read whatever the chat just said. There's a boxing event happening in someone's backyard. Our rules are less stringent on performance outside, so there's a chance NXT could do an outside event.
I thought you meant like literally you were having it in somebody's backyard.
There's a boxing event happening in someone's
in my house,
backyard.
except for in my house, it's in my backyard.
Oh, man.
We might as well be Floridians. We all ignoring the facts, figures, and data. We are doing it. Yeah, we're about to become Florida.
So, anyways, Shida.
We are in that area,
She.
Seth. There's like
5 states.
There's like 3 or 4 states that are right close in that area that
are stupid.
Yeah.
Very stupid. Very, very stupid.
Yeah.
Very stupid.
Not
but I mean, the entire country's pretty
really,
stupid.
Really, really stupid.
But I feel like the entire country's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
So, Governor Cooper.
Well, it's a good thing somebody cares because
in North Carolina cares about us. Well,
good thing somebody cares because like there's a lot of governors that do not. Slipknot's second album.
So, Shida. I'm gonna yell.
Seth is from Minnesota. We got a Minnesota fan.
I'm not gonna yell. I'm just gonna talk very loudly. So I don't understand what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing with the women's division. I kind of yelled about this last week, but I don't know what is happening. I don't know. I really don't. So this week's women's segment was like less than last week's. They had less time than last week's women's segment. If the information that I
Maven could be in Slipknot. They wear masks. So do Retribution though, and maybe more appropriate for many inside.
So
Florida and Georgia governors are morons too. Yes, they are. America is crazy. America. We'll talk about it here in a minute.
America. So Shida, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know who's going to fight Shida at All Out. I have no idea if they're even going to have a women's title match at All Out because at this point, I don't know what we're doing with the women's division. All this crap about AEW heels and all this like stuff with, there was an interview thing I saw today, something Brandy Rhodes said was, oh yeah, we're pretty much in the most ideal situation we could possibly want to be in, like, you know, we have our show on YouTube and we can get as much time as we want and not have to worry about our stuff going over. And yeah, like.
Retribution's the new Aces in 5'8".
Mini M ain't Mini M for looks only. She's taller than me, though. So, yeah. Yeah. So
rant coming. Yep, James,
like,
the rant's coming.
I don't know what Brandy's
You'll
going
like it,
on
though,
and on
James.
about. Like, because she's like, yeah, we're in the most ideal situation we could possibly be in. Like, this is, like, the best spot for us because, you see, we're
Where's
on
Equilibrious? You should be putting
YouTube.
up the rants there.
We're on YouTube, and we have our own show, and it's great. And I'm like,
I didn't realize it was
but wait.
Mini Mrs. G.
But wait.
Good things come in small packages.
Wait. Wouldn't you want...
I'm scared the bot will kill me.
Wouldn't you want to put your women on a show where it's visible to everybody?
How barbaric.
Like, I'm not saying that YouTube isn't visible for everybody, but like... Why, though? Why is YouTube the best spot to put your women on? Why is YouTube, which is not even on your weekly show where everybody can watch it, the best spot to put your women on?
It's free.
It might be free, but it's a whole extra thing that people may or may not necessarily go watch.
Well, I
So,
think that's the biggest thing.
why
though, is
would
it's
you
free
not
and it's
put-
them out there.
They're putting all their eggs in the one basket of putting all their women on the YouTube stuff, and now on Dynamite, they're literally doing nothing with them. Nothing. So if you don't go and you watch this other stuff, then... And they try to do storyline things where they're like, oh, we're going to do storylines on this one show. And then we're going to like... Just kidding, we're going to pretend to carry it over to Dynamite, but not really. Like... I don't get it.
I think the big issue is they don't carry it over into the main shows. But you've only got 2 hours to do things. I think that's the big problem. You only got 2 hours to
I
put on a
don't
show,
care.
And I think that's where you
I don't care. Other companies find a way to do it. So why can you not? You can shave off a couple minutes from the Cody and whatever match. You can take off a couple minutes from the Young Bucks and whoever match to add to the women's segment. They don't need to be 45 minutes long a piece. Okay? They don't. They're great matches, yeah. But you don't need to have them on for half an hour. And then when you get to the last 20 minutes of the show, you put the women on for 2 minutes.
This goes to anybody that's been watching AEW since the beginning. How much do you think AEW is scared to put their women out there? Because you're going to have to do promos and things like that. And Britt Baker had issues with her promos when like first starting out. Like her promos were terrible. So how much do you think that they're a little afraid to just like put the women out there and have them do their thing?
Okay, well the issue I have with it is if they're not putting their women out there at all, people are taking notice to that, and everything that they said that they were going to do from the get-go, like, oh, we're going to put the women in the forefront, and they're going to be a big part of our show, and we're going to make them a main focal point for AEW. Have they done that? No. No, they have not. So they've let people down on what they said they were going to do, and people have issues with that. So I don't care if they're scared to put the women on the show or not. They need to be putting something out there that's good and that's longer than 2 minutes because people are not happy about that.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. NXT is bringing out the big guns next week. No, AEW gives them a massive chance to gain some fans if they do something good. Yeah, the problem with NXT, they need to build storylines. I think that's the hugest thing. If they don't build the storylines, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the women's match in Dynamite was a serious disappointment. I think the match was cut short, but the match was pointless to speak. Exactly. 2 weeks for and nothing for the greatest female talent. Precisely. And that's what I have a problem with, is the fact that they have people on there that are good at what they do, that can cut promos, that are over with the people, that is your champion, and you have nothing for them. And what you're giving her is 2 minutes on TV against nobody has a clue who this is, and that's it. And we're supposed to believe that she's ready for All Out and defending against, somebody.
I would agree in
what?
that sense. I mean,
Does that make any sense to you whatsoever?
Yeah,
No, it doesn't.
I know what you're saying.
That's why I don't understand. They're doing this tag team tournament on YouTube. Okay, fine. Cool. Why could you not have put some of those matches on Dynamite? All of it is happening on YouTube. The only match that's not going to be on YouTube is the main event. The finals.
Yeah.
The finals of the card. And that's going to be at All Out.
I agree.
Why are you not putting that content on Dynamite? Take one of the matches off.
Of course, Dom thought it was
like
good.
you could have taken. You could have taken the Young Bucks versus Dark Order, or Young Bucks versus Dark Order. You could have taken that match off this week. You could have put it on the show next week and put one of the women's tag matches on instead. Like, I don't know why it's so difficult to figure it out. You don't book.
When did they start the women's tag matches?
2 weeks ago.
So, yeah, see, so I when they'd started, I thought maybe they were just going to do it quick and have over in like a week.
No!
But they've kind of drawn it out. So,
it's going to be 5 weeks long!
I don't know why they didn't, like, have, like, 2 matches last week, 2 matches this week. And then
the main matches were the last 2 weeks! They had 2 matches on the Monday show. Yeah. They had 2 matches on, this week's show, I guess. The semifinals are next week. The week after that, are the finals, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's it. And it's like, I don't know.
Take the Jake the Snake segment out. Again, I think that part of the problem that AEW has is it's a 2-hour show and it's trying to...
But it has nothing to do with the fact that it's a 2-hour show. Other people can do it. Why can they not figure it out? Like I said, they can take a couple minutes off of the Scorpio Sky Cody thing. They can take a couple minutes off the Young Bucks Dark Order thing.
Hey, what's wrong with Lance Archer getting his crayons out?
And then you can add enough time for a women's match.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't know, man. Some of the things, I love AEW and I love what they're doing, and I think they're doing amazing jobs in some places, and in others, they're just, it's not good. And they need help. And they need to figure it out, because right now, it's not good. And it's turning people away because they're mad at the women's division.
The matches in the women's tag were rubbish. If they were put on the show, we'd be talking about how rubbish it was.
I do agree with you there. The some of them have not been good.
Yeah.
Most of them have not been good. But I'm just speaking in general.
AEW does not care about the women's move the feminist pigs to Saudi.
So, I don't know. Also, I feel like that's something else I think they did, horrifically wrong, was they, really hyped up this, tag team tournament thing, and it hasn't been that great. So,
thanks, James.
It's great to see these independent talents, getting a spot to shine in the show. You had Rachel Ellering, you had, Ariane Andrews, Cameron, whatever her name is. You had Tay Conti, you had some of them that kind of got to come in and do this stuff, but if it doesn't look good, it's not worth anything.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It makes no sense to me what they're doing with the women. Quite frankly, it's a little ugh.
Because, they're morons.
It's just a little annoying.
And
I will say, they are lacking their talent right now. Some of their bigger names that they had a couple months ago, they don't have them right now. Baker's out, she's injured. Statlander's out, she's injured. I don't know what the heck Swole's doing. She was doing stuff with Baker, but, it kind of got goofy. She got, suspended in storyline or something like that. I don't even know if it's still relevant.
Probably because they don't know where to go with it, because...
What's Nyla doing? Nyla was in the stupid tag thing and hasn't been seen since then. I don't even know what they're...
She's going missing.
It'll probably be Nyla versus Shida at All Out. Probably. Maybe. If Shida even has a match.
Yeah.
I
we turned the Shida Jobber match into a 15-minute talk. Sorry,
I had to talk about the women's division.
Rhea and Sakura, I assume, are stuck in Japan.
Yeah.
I would assume so, too.
I don't know, man.
Maybe they're not stuck. Maybe they're enjoying being in Japan because they're like, I'm not going back there because they just let COVID run rampant.
So, real quick
They don't care. They just let people run around and don't even, promote masks and just tell people to go out.
Before we get to the main event of AEW, next week, the lineup for the show, it looks pretty good, and it should be good. We have FTR versus Private Party. The Elite versus Dark Order.
Nyla versus Shida 2 could be good, but let's build this. Yes, I agree. They need to build some stuff up.
Apparently, if this is correct, the finals for the Women's Tag Team Cup are next week on Dynamite and not at All Out, so I was completely mistaken. Forget I said anything. Darby Allin is going to be in action.
Maybe they're going to do that, and then at All Out, they will have a title. Or are they going to make this titles? Or are they going to do something?
No, it's just a cup.
All right,
it's a tag team cup.
Well,
it's like what?
Because
Okay.
160,000 people are dead. Good reason to stay home. Yes, I would 100% agree.
I made you a VIP at Equilibrius, so maybe Nightbot will leave you alone now.
Equilibrius likes having Nightbot like yell at him.
So Darby Allin will be in action next week. We're getting Lucha Bros, the Butcher and Blade versus Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, QT Marshall, and Dustin Rhodes, and then we are also getting Cody versus Brody Lee for the AEW TNT Championship. So that's next week.
I'm back!
Yo!
How you doing, Zando?
So, the main event of AEW was Orange Cassidy versus Jericho, and I have to say this was not as good as the first one.
No, I think it was gonna be hard to try and match.
It was okay. It was okay.
Yeah.
So
I
don't know. It wasn't as good as their first match.
No, but I thought it was.
It was still decent. I thought the jacket looked cool.
Yeah.
Chris Jericho's jacket. I mean, even though
botched finish. Yes, the finish was definitely botched.
So I don't know.
I think I think that's probably the biggest issue that I had with it was just the way it ended. Other than that, I didn't think it was a bad match. I mean, it was
like I said, the first one was better.
Again, I wouldn't disagree. But it's hard to match, because I thought the first time was really good. So I think it was going to be hard to top it anyway.
Yeah.
So you already had the expectations set really high. So I mean, I didn't, like I said, there was no issues with this, and the way it ended, I didn't have
the women's
the way it ended, the result, I didn't mind. The botched ending, I didn't like. Mike Kyoto, or however you spell it, is AEW ref now. Yes. The ref thing was great. Fancy lettering performance. Performers in the ring, be personalities. I agree. The whole thing they did with the ref was cool because it ties in a story. And so, that idea, which is why AEW right now is a lot better, I think, than WWE across the board. Any WWE right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because they tell stories, and they will tell a story even like pulling people from other organizations or that were in other organizations. They will tell a story based on past history that they've had with one another, or so I think that's where AEW right now is ahead of the game with a lot of things.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you the exact time that the women's segment got. 2 minutes and 11 seconds.
Yes, that was a long time.
Last week's segment was 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
Have y'all watched Impact Tuesday night? No.
It looked like Maven is. Yeah, I just sat there for a second. I was waiting for you to finish because I saw this on Twitter.
She's good at that, Seth.
I had to tell you the exact time that the women got. It was 2 minutes and 11 seconds. That's it. That's all they got. 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Are you freaking kidding me? That's a joke.
That's enough.
Sorry, I'm going out of frame for a second.
Yeah, see?
I have to get my phone. It's plugged in, but I have to
Equilibrius
unplug it.
was excited about that.
Sorry.
Moving up in the world, see? They're moving up in the world. Hawkins is in Impact Wrestling. Yes. You watched Impact last night for a bit, Mr. G. Yeah, I watched it some. I didn't watch a lot of it.
I saw the thing with the house, the Wrestle House or whatever.
I need to get, like I know some of the wrestlers that are in Impact, but I don't know them all.
Yeah.
So I have to, figure out, who some of them are.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've talked about doing an Impact show, which maybe we could do, I don't know.
Woo, it worked.
Like a watch along. I think it's interesting that who they're bringing into Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
NWA is getting ready to come back. They've actually signed a deal with Fight TV. They're going to be on. Let me see if I can find this. you keep talking and I'll find this.
Okay. Don't talk to me.
So if you're an NWA fan,
right now, why? What happened with Impact? What happened with Impact? Oh, because your show last night. Probably.
Don't. Yeah, because. Hello, Forgetty. How you doing?
Yo, what up?
Yeah, I think that because they. Isn't it on Wednesdays?
Yeah, man.
For you guys, give me a hell.
Did you get the days
wrong? And
wrong?
not Tuesdays?
Did you get the days wrong? Oh, dang. So they did their show and they were like all ready to watch Impact and then Impact wasn't on. If that's what happened, I'm going to laugh.
I think that's what happened. Need a VPN.
Oh, man. So yeah, also with AEW.
Yeah, so VPN would work.
Also with AEW, we kind of talked about this
IPTV,
in the beginning.
That would work.
So with AEW.
Yeah, Wednesday in the UK. You even paid for Impact Plus. And they still put it on Wednesdays for you guys? That's kind of weird.
Oh, man, I'm sorry,
I would think...
But that's kind of funny.
That's kind of goofy that since you paid for it, you would think...
You guys were all set up. You were like, yes, we got a stream every day, Impact on Tuesday, and then...
Good. Thinning out my own hair with thinning shears right now, so I may not be good at some point. I just take clippers to my head and buzz my head, so...
I just don't cut my hair without a professional, so that's what I do. But with AEW, they let some people in tonight that had connections with camera people or wrestlers, I don't even know who. And so there were some fans that were in the stands tonight at AEW, and I don't think it's a good idea. I don't. Because if you take a look at what happened with WWE, they were good. Up until when they brought some outside people in that didn't work with the company. So then people got COVID. So that happened after they let people in that were not employees. So I think it's a terrible idea for AEW to do that.
So the United Wrestling Network partnering to launch with NWA and Thunder Inc. are partnering to launch a new live weekly wrestling pay-per-view series on national cable, satellite TV, and streaming on Fight TV. So we'll have to see where, I'll find out where it's at, where they're going to put it. United Wrestling Network's Primetime Live will premiere on Tuesday, September 15th at 9 p.m. Eastern. So good. It'll be on Tuesdays. So NWA is going to be having some stuff coming in with the United Wrestling Network. And it'll be on Fight TV.
Sorry, Gimme, that sucks, because personally I think Impact Wrestling is really good. They just don't get enough attention. Me either, usually, but my stylist is birthing twins right now, so I'm taking a risk. Well, good luck.
As you speak right now, forget about birthing twins.
Awful idea. I agree. It is an awful idea to bring people in. By the way, Miniam, your hair is on fire tonight.
Did you answer James' question?
Thank you.
How do you?
Oh no, I didn't. Sorry.
Edwards? How do y'all feel about Eddie Edwards being Impact World Champ and Deonna Purrazzo being Knockouts Champ? I'm cool with that.
I don't really watch Impact all that much, but I like Deonna Purrazzo a lot. I guess I'm cool with it. Whatever. But I think Deonna Purrazzo is getting a lot more attention over there than she has in WWE, and I think it's great because she deserves it because she's super freaking talented.
Yeah.
So, anyways, well, that's a good reason not to be cutting hair. Yeah, looking fabulous.
Give me a what do you? Where do you guys watch AEW?
Maven is so good at hair and makeup. Oh, thanks, Mom.
NordVPN. I used ExpressVPN in the past.
Well, she's gonna cuss me when she finds out.
ExpressVPN is what I used. It's locked out in the UK.
Forgetty. That's funny. At Mrs. G.
Is she gonna cuss me out once I find out I'm doing this? Did you just read that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gets it from her mama.
Yeah.
What VPN do we use, Mr. G?
Yeah, we use ExpressVPN.
No idea. What the heck?
Is it locked? That's stupid. What the heck? Zendel, what'd you just write? Like, what the heck? Is it locked? That's stupid.
What the heck? Oh, man. Holy moly.
That's it. I couldn't remember. Which, yeah. I liked it. The ExpressVPN I thought was good. AEW normally illegally.
How do you watch AEW illegally?
So, like, how did you watch it illegally?
Well, do you think they want to tell their secrets?
Yeah, I mean, like, he's going to come out and, well, I just told all my everything on YouTube channel.
Man, that's funny. Heels. That's so funny. Autocorrect. See, I think what the heck?
Yeah, autocorrect sucks. I might have to go to the VPN train. Yeah, VPN. I get, like, right now I have something where I can get, like, Australia channels. I get channels from across the world. I got UK
How do you
channels.
watch that? Very carefully. Precisely. Just type in Watch Wrestling online on a Google machine.
Oh, yeah, I've done that before.
We had a website.
Kyler is the number one contender. With 2 eyes. I think we should all say, what the heck? What the heck is old and tired? what
the heck?
See, Zandel, you started a movement. We're going to start saying, what the heck? I'm down with hack. I use a website for pay-per-view. In other words, Zandel doesn't, like, pay for it either.
In other words, Zandel is... Wow, I love that all the people that come into our channel.
Everybody, look, the FBI is going to be hunting you guys down because you're coming in and telling all your secrets. Oh, new sub emote? What the heck?
That's funny.
Yeah, because, like, I mean, Equilibrius, obviously you watch wrestling, at least somewhat. How do you watch it? It works out good for the whole VPN conversation, too. Hacker.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, see? I mean...
That's amazing. They made a
Sweet
t-shirt.
Life of Cody and Matt.
Matt and Cody.
That's funny.
It's a play on Zach and Cody. That's amazing. I said they should do that. That was me. That was my idea. AEW took my idea and put it on a t-shirt. I said that.
I can't watch, and the only spot we can watch is cable. Foxtel. I'll have to check out.
That's awesome. I need that t-shirt.
I will have to check out Foxtel. Have you ever thought about doing a review and watching Impact? Yes, Jono, we have talked about expanding out. A lot of it's just time. Which is why, if you want to, like, help out, you could, like, donate and help us out, and then I could do this full time, and, don't worry.
Mr. G being desperate again. Jeez. You did it yesterday, too. I was like, geez, man.
No, day before yesterday. Wasn't yesterday.
Oh, sorry, not yesterday. It was Monday. My bad. See, again, the days just kind of all blend together. That was Maven. You hear that, AEW? That was my freaking idea.
It was.
I said that on this channel. I said they could totally do something where they play off of, like, Zach and Cody. It was my idea.
I think AEW comes in and watches our show. Mr. G may have more time available in the near distant future. Just saying.
It was my freaking idea. Why am I not getting a paycheck?
Yeah, which is why, if you want to donate, you can, like, donate and help with the cause and everything. No pressure.
It was my idea, though.
Yes. I think it's your house. Fortnite steals me and Bendy's ideas, too. Yeah, see? I think it's, like my house is, like, where everything happens. I only donate for nuggets.
Hashtag new
house
time.
time.
Jeez, I just don't understand it. That was my freaking idea.
Yeah, it was your idea.
And they stole
Good job.
it. They stole it.
They stole it,
and
they put it on a t-shirt.
Why am
We
I
are
not
being
getting
spied on.
money?
Yeah, because I'm pretty important, so they figured they better spy on us. AEW, there's stuff that WWE's done that we've talked about on here. Yes, new house time, Mr. G. Yes. We only watch this because it's free. We're all naughty people. I'm watching this from the cell. Hashtag
Get a
giveaway.
lawyer.
We need to. Is it bad I always use a website which name will not be said for all big wrestling pay-per-views? Zandel!
Y'all are terrible.
I thought you were a sweet, innocent person, and now all of my thoughts, like I've just lost the image now. In another state, in another time zone.
Holy moly.
In another back channel. So,
My
yeah,
oh my. Got anything else to talk about? Anybody got any funny stories or anything? I don't even know how long we've been streaming because we don't have our stupid thing up. So it can't tell us how long we've been streaming. And we have like 12 people in here, so. Or so says the chat.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we got 12 people in here. Did you all see Leo Rush versus Joey Janela? I did for free.
Hey, I do
102 minutes. We've been on it for 102 minutes.
Cool.
Which, you
It's
know,
the equivalent of...
I will translate it for you, okay? Would you like me to do that? Because I knew you were going to go.
Math.
For you? I'm not sure how long that is. An hour and 42 minutes.
That's what I was going to say.
It's all good by me, Zendel. Most of them are not worth paying for. Paying gore. I mean, for. Yeah. You know. Hey, if you can get it for free, then you get it for free, man.
Whatever.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, maybe stop bouncing this.
You're
Sorry, that's
yeah.
because I was laughing. I put my elbows on it.
Camera's going like this. An earthquake.
Dancing.
James, did you feel the earthquake the other day?
Give me, I'm not paying for WWE pay-per-views. I'm getting
I'm
nauseated. Oh, man.
I never thought about that. But James, did you feel the earthquake the other day? Just curious. And maybe we didn't talk about this, did we?
Don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No idea.
Maybe he mentioned it. I don't remember.
Oh, boy.
I don't blame you, buddy. Yes.
It's
Don't pay for WWE's pay-per-views. We do, just because we have the
Hashtag
network. Almost 5 months still at the house, only to get a grocery store and Walgreens and Hope. Yeah, James, you know what? Staying at home isn't a big deal. You know,
I like staying home. Staying at home is great.
keeps you safer. Did you feel that earthquake the other day? Wasn't it there was like an earthquake on the Virginia, North Carolina border? Ozzyland, here you come.
So, anything else exciting happen in the last 2 days? No. I watched Grease. Watched Grease 2.
Last time I paid for a pay-per-view was last year's Survivor Series. And then you just quit, didn't you? That was it.
Watched Grease again.
Lana's on Stephen Colbert. What's she doing? Because of TikTok? She doing the TikTok thing.
You received some.
Yes, we did receive some
Wait!
merch.
It's not in here. Where is it?
It's
Oh,
right
what?
behind
Can we
me.
show them on here?
Huh?
Can we show them on
If we
here?
show it now, we can't do a video on
But
it.
that's stupid though. You can't just. We have to.
Which one should I grab?
I don't know.
We are going to do a video on this,
Ugh.
but we do have... I don't know if you can see that. There's kind of a glare.
Do a full video.
There.
But we got them in the mail yesterday and I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Show them the thing you showed me and when it does exist. It's real. I did. That's what I said. I was like, this is so insane. It exists. These are like a thing. Like I was so excited.
So we got our AEW figures yesterday.
I noticed you watched Grease makeup on fleek. Oh man. Get it
I
done
did
real
barely.
soon so more people can see it. Yeah, we're filming it tomorrow, I think. I think we're filming our video tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah. But anyways, that's what I did over the last
We should do a live show.
I mean sure.
What do you think about that, Mrs. Gleen? Do a live show of opening,
Would people
unboxing.
watch us open
What do you think?
figures live?
I don't know why they would.
I don't know if
They're gonna watch
that's... Is
us.
that a thing? Gonna have to rip them boxes up, though.
They're
They're
proper.
included. Seriously. Listen to your
Hurricanes,
wife.
earthquake, COVID-19. What else can go wrong?
Well, the world is flat. I mean, so says AJ Styles. So, I mean, I
I've
feel
been
like
watching
we all
Hamilton
could
and
just
Hairspray. I love them.
fall off the earth. So, that's a possibility.
Could you see Ronda Rousey ever coming back?
Maybe. At this point, no.
Not with COVID.
But yeah, so
Don't ever see her coming back.
That's what I did with my last 2 days.
Maybe if we get back to where we have fans, yeah. But until then, I would say no.
Hairspray. I've never seen Hamilton.
Some states are going to have fans soon, so.
And I don't think I've seen the entire Hairspray movie either.
The world is flat.
The world is flat. Whoa.
Right. So be careful when you step outside your door because
you might fall off the earth.
If part of the world has fallen off, you may fall off the earth too. Do it at your normal SmackDown start time, and I'll send people over from our stream.
Bad girl Saint. Why did you type that so weirdly? Like, bad girl.
What are you guys
Sandy,
streaming tomorrow? What's
tomorrow?
tomorrow? It's Thursday. What's on Thursdays?
They're doing NXT tomorrow.
Oh, okay, got you.
It was amazing. Yeah, I have a picture on my phone.
So we'll do it 9 o'clock our time tomorrow. How's that sound? Is that cool with you, Mrs. Gleen? Got to okay it with our manager.
Yeah, because if we don't, well...
It's on Disney Plus, Maven.
Yeah, I know it's on Disney Plus. I just haven't watched it yet. Baby Olivia. All she needs now
Murder Hornets, yes.
Aussie accent. See, I don't think I don't think...
Murder Hornets were made in the lab in Wuhan, Ghana. Or is that supposed to be China? Isn't that a G?
It is a G.
Ghana.
I don't think I can do an Australian accent.
You could do an Australian accent.
I don't think I can.
Baby Olivia, all she needs now is the Aussie accent.
I don't think I can do that, though.
She can do a British accent.
I can do a British accent.
What are you guys doing tomorrow? I was gone most of the show.
Oh, yeah. You can do it, maybe.
Where you been observing stuff?
See, I don't think I can do an Australian accent.
So are you cool with us doing a show tomorrow night, Mrs. Gleen? Oh, wait, I forgot. I can rewind. Yes, you can. It's not. It's how Trump says China. Well, how about, like, the flu of...
I had to go save the world. What?
The flu of the 1918 flu ended World War II. Even though World War II ended, like, 20 years after the Spanish flu. How that works out, I don't know.
Sigh, I suppose. They are opening some figures as long as Mrs. G gives them the thumbs up. Well, we gotta... I suppose so.
Who'd you save observing stuff? He's so dumb.
I can't argue with that. I'm trying to find that picture of that makeup look I did.
No, don't. You're fake. Don't be fake, Seth. You're like fake news. He's not dumb.
Yeah, that's fake news. Hey, are you guys watching SummerSlam? Hey, we are. Hey, we're doing a
Hashtag
watch party with Gimme a Whole Yeah. Right? We're doing a watch party for SummerSlam with Gimme a Whole Yeah.
So what did you do?
Save the planet.
Gee, he saved the world, and now he's saying he saved the planet. So I'm asking him what he did, and he's not like explaining anything.
Well, this is what I did. That's the photo.
That's her Grease look.
That's me.
Can you all do Becky 24 as an appreciation for all her hair hard work?
There's that one from the same one.
Yeah, we probably could, James.
And there's the other one I took. Because I'm, a professional photographer.
That'd be awesome. So tomorrow night at 9 o'clock our time, we will do a watch along, a AEW Series 1 action figure unboxing. I have to keep my identity a secret. I don't blame you. You better shape up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. How's that?
Great.
It's the biggest party of the summer. SummerSlam.
It is.
Do a watch party.
So we are doing a watch party.
We're doing a watch
party with Gimme a Whole Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I believe, if this is correct, party time, the hottest party on the planet, going to be on Wrestle Story's channel. Then these fine folks are joining us for All Out Party Time!
That's right.
Yeah,
For doing appreciation.
We are!
Can we do one for R-Truth? History. Come on now. Yes, definitely. He is the man with the plan. Oh, she's talking about
She's talking about you better shape up.
Yeah.
Because that was awful.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What, you didn't like my...
No, that was
you
rough.
better shape up?
That was rough.
watching SummerSlam. What is this? A wrestling channel? I know it's amazing.
No, we don't talk about wrestling. We only talk about how much we hate the president.
Yes.
That's what we do in our spare time.
We don't hate the president.
Oh, just kidding. Sorry, we don't hate
like
the president.
We like because he is so special.
See, we talk about the state of the world ending. So.
He is president now, and he will never ever go away. He's going to be president forever.
Here. It feels like forever.
We only let Maven sing here.
I keep moving my hair.
Rocks.
Because it keeps it's in my way. But then it looks stupid like that.
And forget he's laughing at us. Or me. Right. Or you, because you're waving
probably
your
hair. You better shut up!
I didn't do that.
Yes, you did. Do it again.
I don't know if I can do it. I don't even remember how I did it last time.
Pick a side, Maven. I could.
You better shape up.
That was awful.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Again,
24/7 championship
awful.
is the most prestigious championship because of archery. I would 100% agree with that.
Oh, dang! We mainly talk about quantum physics and Rey Mysterio being thrown through things. We are a work in progress.
Well, that's because Rey Mysterio wasn't on tonight.
See,
and
Rey
Dominic wasn't on tonight
No,
either.
no. Rey Mysterio has been... We just must clarify this for the people that have some questions about this. Rey Mysterio has been thrown into the side of a building. He has been thrown off the top of a building. He has had his eye poked out in a building twice, and he's been beat up in a building. So...
However, we could, since Marco Stunt was on tonight, and since him and Ray are pretty close to the same height, we could talk about that. And how maybe Marco Stunt someday will be a legend just like Ray because he's thrown off a building, into a building, had his eye gouged out in a building multiple times.
Oh no, here we go with Dominic carrying the beatdown
That's
torch.
Right. He was not only beat with a kendo stick once, but twice in one night.
I think 2 nights of SummerSlam would be an awesome idea. See, then that would mean twice the watch party fun.
Yes. And they beat Dominic.
Also,
Dominic looks kind of bad. I'm guessing like he went home and like was like, okay, I need a way to sleep standing up because I cannot lay down because this hurts so bad right now.
Dude,
if I was a horse, this would be a lot better because I could sleep standing up.
Those pictures were awful. The pictures of his back after he got beat up.
We aren't doing that. Marco Stunt is like 95 pounds.
It was awful.
Yes, he is 95 pounds. I did see him getting thrown out of the ring, and I think he went 14 miles when he was thrown out of the ring.
Yeah.
Who was it? Which one threw him out? Was it Archer?
Oh, dang. Question, Maven, if you were governor of y'all state, how would you handle COVID-19? Well, you see,
James,
first...
Okay, I'll let you
That
speak
question
first.
was for me.
Yeah, you answer that, and then I'll tell you how I handle it.
The way I would handle it is I would not force children to go to school. I would shut things down. I would do a mask mandate because, you see, people are not wearing masks, and they should be. I would listen to the doctors. I would get smart. I would listen to the smart doctors, yes. I don't know. I would just, shut things down.
Jake Maverick is probably bigger than Marco Stunt. Wow.
Now you can take this because
would you like me to tell you what I would do?
Sure, go ahead. We're gonna go.
I would say, listen here, you piece of crap president. You need to take control of this because this is a national issue.
I'd fire some people.
I'm sorry. This isn't just going to stay in one state. If we were attacked by Russia in Alaska, would you go, Alaska, figure it out. You're being attacked. Pull out your planes, pull out your National Guard, and you figure out how to defend it. No, you wouldn't. It would be a national thing. We would be getting governors together and saying, listen here, if you don't want to be president, quit. Because you're not leading anything. You haven't led crap. You take no responsibility for anything. You blame everybody for everything that goes wrong. And you are irresponsible. End of rant. I take a kendo shot. I lost all my breath for a solid 5 minutes. Russia attack. What it is.
No, yeah. Russia attack. He'd be like, oh, well, I'm friends with, the Russian government, so it's okay.
It's just Putin. Don't worry about it. We're friends. We talk every day. I take a Kenda shot. I lost all my breath for a solid 5 minutes. I died and then came back to life. That hurt so much, I will never take that again. AJ Styles for president. He'd make the world go round. See, I imagine Ray asking if Dominic wanted to help. Dominic got flashbacks of his dad getting beat up and was like, no, Dad. I think I got this. Please stay home and stay alive. And now he's going, Dad?
Why didn't you save me?
I don't ever want to talk to you again because now I can't sleep because I'm hurting so bad.
AJ Styles will make the world go round for that.
How can anybody be a flat earther?
I don't know.
Because the Earth at some point in time would end, wouldn't it?
I have no idea.
You'd eventually walk and come to the end of the Earth and go, oh, better not take that step. That can be deadly.
Holy moly!
Bro. I don't know how you could even be anybody that believes in the flat Earth thing. And I'm sorry if anybody in here believes that.
Oh, the only thing AJ fears is spirit self.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That is. They need to use that in.
Someone needs to cut a promo against AJ and be like,
the only thing AJ fears is fear itself. That'd be funny.
Oh my gosh.
If you could walk a mile in my shoes,
but not
you might come to the end of the earth and fall off. I explained the flat earth thing. Those people think the universe revolves around the world, which is a side effect of the progression of society narcissism. Yeah, it's dude. Have you looked at the sun or the moon or anything like that? It's not flat. It's round. I mean, you can look at it and tell it's round.
Dude, what's a globe?
We're the only place.
Have you never seen a globe?
Well, yeah, but people make globes and they're yeah, I want to see they pull out a road map and go, oh, this is what it looks like. This is Earth.
If I keep driving, this road map says that'll be the end.
Yeah. Like the map of a state. Well, I can't go any further because I've reached the end of this state or a country.
Oh, man.
Well, at least I got my hair cut. My barbershop is my barbershop pole is open.
This is actually kind of egg-shaped.
Yes, it is kind of egg-shaped.
That's hilarious, man.
I don't understand flat earthers. They had a documentary of flat earthers trying to prove their point. They proved themselves wrong. But they probably still believed it. Dudes, the Earth is not flat. It's round. You see this basketball? Is that flat? No. I wonder
what do keyboarders think about this? Oh, man.
We're a box. They're thinking don't go to the corners because they're too sharp.
This is amazing.
It would hurt. I just, people that believe the Earth is flat prove themselves wrong.
And let flat on their faces. Oh my gosh.
But even, I don't know. They draw cool pictures.
I will give them that.
Yeah, it's everything's on a flat piece of paper. Here you are.
That's hilarious.
It's like they grew up and had a road map and were see, the Earth is flat. It's just like this. Well, dude, you can't carry a globe in your pocket.
That's hilarious.
Most flat earthers are trolls.
That's so funny.
And then he retracted something.
Yeah.
Anthony, what'd you do with
that? That was hilarious, man. Yeah, do that. The sphere comment. That was
Oh,
the best.
I know why Anthony. Kyrie Irving, the Celtics' former porn cord, is a flat earther. Apparently, point guard is what he meant to say. Kyrie, the former point guard for the Boston Celtics, is apparently a flat earther. Yes, or at least he says he is. He is one.
Literally, we are going backwards. The flat Earth was proven wrong hundreds of years ago.
Yes.
We're too stupid to figure it out, though, man. That's hilarious, though. That's so funny.
Apparently, we scared some people off at Twitch because they didn't like us talking about flat Earth. I'm
They're
going
probably
to get
the
2
flat
million
Earth.
and give it to NASA and go to space and stay on Mars. Screw COVID-19.
Holy moly, bro.
James, if you get $2 million, just send us some.
I do have friends that believe in the flat Earth. I do not talk to them about that. They told me gravity isn't real because it's technically a theory.
Like, how does anybody even believe that?
I can't even.
So, like, if they see people go to space and they see them floating around, I mean, like, what do they say? I mean, I don't even know how you
See,
get,
if I had friends that believed in flat Earth, I would not talk to them, period.
I would. I'd make fun of them. And then we wouldn't be friends anymore because they'd be mad at me.
Oh, man.
They would, like, be, like, yelling at me or hating me because I'd be like, are you just dumb? Exactly. I thought I was on Punk or something. Said they don't get enough women's tag teams. I was thinking, who is the guard of inappropriate movies? Autocorrect.
My brother told me that very thing. I have a friend who teaches
funny.
right now in Texas, and she really hates that they screwed up the history books, saying that Texas, California, and Arizona were always part of the U.S. It's not true. They don't believe the moon landing. Why is it the people with money are the ones who spout this garbage, and then the underlings believe it? Oh, man.
You are correct, Anthony. That is not true. They were not always part of the U.S. I don't know that they're trying to promote. I think because history, there's so much history, you could have like 98 books of history or 98,000 books of history, and so I think they just pick and choose which parts they're going to put in and which parts they're going to take out. Oh, Dom won't let me do a watch along of one night.
Tribute to Dana, guys. No.
I've tried to explain it with the answer was nope.
I just don't talk to them about it. They're smart people, but sometimes I just let them do that.
People, Roman Reigns tutoring heels so bad, but y'all remember Bailey was the John Cena of the women's division. Yes, my brother was a legitimate flat earther, and he makes $250,000 a year. Well, is that all it takes to be a flat earther to make that much money? I'm doing the wrong thing. Trump believes a lot of things. Trump only believes in himself. Like literally, only believes in himself. Like, talks about how good things are.
He's,
We only have 15,000 cases.
No, but see, the voice isn't right.
We only have one person dying
but
every...
that's not the right voice either. You gotta, we only have 1 million cases. And he, puts his lips like that. He's the weirdest. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And he speaks like that. And I'm like, what? Trump believes he is the earth. That's pretty accurate, though. I don't even know how anybody speaks like that.
Everything is going good. There are only 1,000 deaths a day. We are getting better.
That's pretty accurate. Oh, man.
Yes. Trump has a ton of money and believes
Wow.
that Obama is not...
Worst Trump impression I've heard yet. Loved it.
Well, they tried to do that with Kamala Harris, too, to start with. And then, people shut it down, quick.
Holy moly. But I don't know.
Well,
I don't know
worst
how
impression I've ever heard yet. Loved it.
It's not quite accurate because you're not orange. If you were orange, it might be a little bit more accurate.
If I was a pumpkin, it'd work out.
Oh, man.
Hey, flat earther.
This
isn't flat. Nope, it's not. Looks kind of like a globe to me. This is a great show tonight, guys.
Holy
Thanks, James.
moly, bro.
Well, like flat earthers, do you have a flat head? I don't think so.
That was hilarious. Do you have a flat head?
Anybody else have anything else they want to talk about? Because we'll talk about anything. Some say if you look at all these flatness, so according to that, if I take my prescription contacts, the world is blurry. We live in a blurry world. That could make great sense for an analogy.
Man, I'm like blind without my contacts in.
Yeah, if I didn't have my glasses and contacts, I'd be blind. Trump is a damn moron. Yeah, pretty much. It's funny we're the only country in the world that allows the church to control our policy. If you go to the UK and other countries in Europe, I'm assuming there's going to be more to this.
2 of 2.
They have laws against the church from getting involved in the elections and in the politics. Why doesn't the U.S. have that? Well, we didn't used to be that way. It used to be separation of church and state, and who knows what's
That's just kind of gone out the window.
Yeah. Let's go. More bad presidents from wrestlers. Yeah. I mean, it's like, I don't know. Mr. G and Maven, stop it. Stop it to the government that's listening, and they don't want us to know the earth is flat. Zendel, I understand that we have lots of people that come in here and watch us.
I mean, we have like 15 people in here right now listening to us talk about flat Earth.
I am sorry if my political views, offend you, but I'm going to tell you the way it is.
The Earth is not flat.
And for those of you flat earthers, I'm going to tell you the way it is.
The Earth is not flat.
The Earth is round, just like a basketball. It's crazy how that works.
I can only read up.
We have sent people out in space. They have seen it.
Other than that, I can detect light. If Vince becomes president, I will riot.
There's a reason there's a horizon. It's because, the Earth kind of curves. So when the sun is coming up, you see part of it, and then you gradually start to see the rest of it.
Vince is president? No chance! No chance in hell! That's so funny.
I can only read a couple without my contacts. Other than that, I can detect light. Yeah, I'm like blind from a long ways away. Like I can see.
Dude,
Mr. G, do you believe the conspiracy that the mob and the government, specifically the CIA, were involved in the assassination of President Kennedy and Robert Kennedy? Boy, this could get deep. Okay. I think there was more to it just because of the way it was handled. Now I don't know if the mob was involved.
Get deep.
But I think there was a lot more to it, and if you look at the facts and stuff that surrounds it, again, it might not have been the mob. There might have been Russian influence there. I wouldn't be shocked if the CIA was involved in some way, or at least people within the CIA. And I think they swept a lot of that under the rug.
You said you got anything else to talk about? We'll pretty much talk about anything, and there you go. Sorry. No. Chance and Hole. On brand.
Yeah.
No chance in Hole!
The reason I'm saying the mob is involved in the assassination is because apparently they helped Kennedy get elected. It's actually in government books in high schools. Yeah, but I mean, if you look at a lot of, even a lot of our... yes, I did. That's the best way to explain it. LOL. If you look at, even now, our government is influenced by, whoever wants to give the money to the people in charge. I think that's where you have the problems with our whole political system, is there's too much influence from people based on how much money they give them.
Just like that.
Florida is sinking. Future. James, it's not sinking fast enough because, they got a goofball for a governor.
Just like that. In the near future, the Wrestling Story will change and have a wrestling podcast and the podcast about conspiracy theories. No, but it was Umbrella Academy Season 2. They showed it's historically accurate. I've never seen Umbrella Academy. Never. It's on Netflix, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
How about John Cena as president? You may never see him, though.
would like to have John Cena as president.
Do you know what he said to me today? Orange Cassidy came on the TV. And we're sitting there. And he goes, "Who is that?" And I said, "It's Orange Cassidy." He said, "Orange Cassidy's stupid." And I said, "What? What did you just say?" He said, "Orange Cassidy is stupid." And I was like, "I'm sorry, you have to go live outside now. Because, no, that's not okay. Orange Cassidy is far from stupid." So, he thinks Orange Cassidy is stupid. And I was like, I'm not okay with that.
Have a question.
Shane would be.
So anybody that lives in Florida, do you have sinkholes? Issues with sinkholes? If anybody lives in Florida, anybody? Where I lived in Maryland, we had problems with sinkholes all over the state. So there, Mrs. Gleen had issues in Florida or in Maryland.
Shane would jump off the White House. Shane would be a Jesus president, the best in the world. Dang. Shane would jump off the White House. That's freaking hilarious.
Maybe once the ice shelf that broke away in Canada melts down in Florida, might have some issues. Yeah, I can see that happening. Orange Cassidy for president and Shoeless for vice president. Yeah, see? We can do that. Start that push. We've got into a serious conversation. At least we've done talking about wrestling for the night. Yes, John L. We get serious around here once in a while.
Once in a while.
We are sorry. We try to,
And then we have segments that are like flat Earth, not real.
Yeah. Anybody else want to talk about anything else? A few years ago, we had had a main pipe burst under our street. We lived in Sarasota, and it caused a sinkhole, but we were able to fix it. The pipe or the sinkhole? Or both?
This is the best show tonight, guys. Well, thank you, James.
Thanks, James.
Fresh squeezed.
Fresh squeezed in 2024.
Yes.
Yes.
Better than, yay for president.
I'm going to put him on my write-in ballot for this year.
No, you're not.
I am.
Oh,
both?
Man.
Cool.
Freshly, my bad.
Freshly squeezed.
Whatever.
Yes. Freshly squeezed.
Like I said, it's better than yay, So.
Yes. Correct.
No, you are not. See, I said that as soon as he said. I was like, no, you're not.
I'm going to put freshly squeezed on my ballot. Freshly squeezed OC. Donald Trump was great in the WWE. Hashtag never forget.
Hashtag never forget. Donald Trump is a Hall of Famer.
Randy Savage for president. Oh yeah. Could you just see him
I will tie you up and not let you leave the house before I'll let you do that.
Could you see like Randy Savage up there? What do you see? Oh yeah.
Oh man. Remember, commercials. Raw. Oh man. Anybody
else have anything? Anything else we want to talk about?
Holy moly.
Oh yeah.
Chris Jericho for president. I almost said America is Jericho. See, I feel like if Jericho was running for president, he'd try to change it, though. It wouldn't be America is Jericho. It'd be America is Jericho.
He was out without a mask and had a bunch of people together at a concert.
I can't vote for him either, man.
Is there anybody in the restaurant business today that you could think of become a senator or president in the future? I'm thinking Glenn Jacobs.
He's against wearing masks.
Yeah, he's against wearing masks.
I don't think so.
Which is
even
crazy,
though he's Kane.
Considering he wore a mask all the time. And it saved him from all that fire. You'd think he'd think that we could save ourselves from a virus if, we had a mask on. Who is everyone's favorite female superstar? I would go first. The man, Becky. Charlotte Flair. What if Charlotte Flair became president? Would you still watch wrestling?
That's a very deep question.
Is she still going to wrestle as president? Because that'd be cool. And now the president of the United States. And
Charlotte Flair.
They clear the arena to make sure, everything's safe.
Charlotte Flair.
Ted DiBiase for president.
I like America is
Everybody's
Jericho.
on a prize. Trump paid Vince so much money that Vince gladly lost him. We all won. And then he put him Trump in the Hall of Fame.
Before Cyndi Lauper.
You give me enough money, I'll put you in the Hall of Fame.
No, you didn't do it right.
Awesome.
No, wait, that was supposed to be Vince, wasn't it?
Yeah, that'd be like.
I would imagine they probably...
The Rock, president and WWE.
They probably... I mean, what's your best Vince McMahon impression?
That'd be great. Secret Service interferes and they get the DQ.
See,
Trump needs to go back to WWE and stay there and not be president.
I might have to
I'm going to tell you a knock-knock joke on Friday. All right, John, I'll be ready. I will be ready for it.
Holy moly.
When you do the knock-knock, I'm going to go, who's there? Can you please read my comment from before? If I could find it.
Oh, it's that one.
Which one is it?
That one.
Is there anybody in the wrestling business that you guys can see running for senator, congressman, president in the future? I'm thinking Joan Jacobs. No, I don't think so. Not that it won't happen.
If you pay Vince millions of dollars.
If any, The Rock could.
Sorry, I cursed.
Don't ever do it again.
Eddie Guerrero would make a good president, just like everyone who came before him. He lies, he cheats, he steals. Oh, man. Holy moly. That's...
How long have we been on? Because I have no clue.
I'm going to see y'all later.
All right, good night, Zando.
Peace out, Zando.
We'll be back tomorrow night. We're going to be on tomorrow night. We're going to reveal we'll reveal the AEW action figures.
So excited.
So tomorrow night we'll go live and reveal our wrestlers.
I like that one. Yeah, that one's pretty good. The lie, he lies, he cheats, he steals.
That is funny.
It's no different.
Anybody else have anything? Anything you want to talk about? Anything? Anything at all?
Might I just say throughout this entire thing with every
person, woman, Dave. Is that his?
Yes, that's his Twitter.
All right. So
Dave Bautista, throughout this entire thing, he makes fun of Trump all the time. I have so many videos saved on my phone to watch back later to just laugh at. There was one where it was something about, he was talking about how proud he was of the president and Trump's son-in-law or whatever said something about tigers, and he was like, one, where can I pick up my tiger, and B, something else, and I just died. His videos are great, so he's been ripping on Trump this entire time.
What are you gaming on Twitch again?
Woo, man.
I don't know.
So anyways, you were saying.
Mrs. G, what do you think? When should I game on Twitch again?
So Batista.
Do you guys think Rey Mysterio goes in the Hall of Fame before Eddie Guerrero, or do they posthumously put Eddie in the Hall of Fame before Rey goes in?
Maybe put them
That's
together.
an interesting question. Maybe they put them in together.
Yeah, I feel like they might do it together. So anyways, so did everybody...
I will say goodnight, guys. Awesome, as always. See you all Friday. All right, James. See you later, man.
There was a video. I don't know if y'all saw it or not, but there was a video that Trump did an interview with somebody, and he was like something about like, oh yeah, they were they did this thing where they had to test me, and they told me these 5 words, and I had to remember them, and he said them like 12 times, and it was like person, woman, man, camera, TV, right? So Dave Bautista, being the all-time great that he is, changed his name on Twitter to person, woman, Dave Bautista, camera, TV.
That is funny.
That's the greatest thing I've ever seen him. I love him. He's amazing. Like, everything he has put out, he's so vocal about things, and he just makes fun of him at every chance he possibly can. And
the Hall of Fame. Yes. Someday I hope to get into the Hall of Fame. And I am actually in a Hall of Fame, which is, crazy. People wouldn't believe it. But I am in a Hall of Fame.
Oh, and then there was the video where he drank the water. And he was like, yes! Oh, man. It's so amazing. Dude. It's so amazing.
All your Hawaiian shirts fit better now. So sometime soon.
Holy moly.
Sometime soon, observing stuff. Because my Hawaiian shirts fit better. Because I've lost some weight.
I want to get into the Hall of Fame as one of the greatest commenters of all time. I want to get into the Hall of Fame as one of the greatest co-hosts of all time. Okay, co-guest, I suppose. That works too. I feel like co-host sounds better, though.
Yeah, see? That's something you should start, Camellia.
Should. The Hall of Fame.
You have the Hall of Fame. Who is in your wrestling Hall of Fame?
I don't know.
Dudes, you're all in the Hall of Fame.
Sitting in the Hall of Fame! Woo!
That was pretty cool.
Oh man.
Good idea, Mr. G. We already have
Or
one.
good idea, me G.
Well, did I miss it? How
You
did I
didn't
miss
get
it?
in. Obviously, that's how you missed it.
Oh. Weak, Maven. Weak. Yeah, we are in the Hall of Fame. Remember the little people when your channels take off.
Holy moly.
You can do
You
better,
can do better than that. I could, but
Yeah, you definitely can do better than that.
I
We don't have to worry about a
Didn't.
copyright strike with that.
because it sounded awful.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's an older
It's
video.
an older video.
It's
on our channel.
Well,
See? I have to go back and watch it. See if I can find it.
so
All right. We'll be back tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, with our unveiling.
channels take off. We wish.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you had 23 people in or 26 people in your room yesterday, the other day, Monday, whatever day that was. So, I mean,
We had 12.
we had 15 at one point. That's
Yeah.
the highest we've ever gotten.
We were rocking.
We were rocking, man. We were like, woo!
Great show. A lot of laughs. Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
All right. We're going to take off. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. We are going to need to do a action figure unveiling. We got rated. Cool.
Shh, they were all Gleens.
Yeah. Yeah. They were all Gleens. Like, the whole family was watching you guys.
We had like 12 accounts
Yeah.
open, just watching you.
Yeah.
It's fine. Oh, man.
Once YouTube starts paying you guys millions of dollars, can I get them? I'm joking.
Sorry, I can't spare 20.
When we start making millions of dollars, yes, I will send you $20.
There's a lot of us. Holy moly, man.
Yes.
Wow, wow, wow. So yeah, guys, we'll be back tomorrow, I guess.
Back tomorrow night with our action figure, AEW action figure unveiling. With that, we'll see you guys later. Peace out.